I don't know.
Howdy.
Well,
Bathroom.
I already
Look,
was.
all of the technology worked. I'm so fucking good at this.
Did you do it?
I think I did it.
Yeah.
Nice.
My
Have you got your
microphone
chats rolled
works.
into one?
Nope. No, I do not have that.
Ah,
no.
Right.
No, I do
very
not.
good.
I also am pretty sure I
No,
forgot to
seriously.
change the title on Twitch. So,
Nice.
Oh,
Killing
that's
it.
fine.
Bob.
We're replaying the last episode of our last campaign. That's
I
what we
don't know
thought
if I
we'd
have
do.
enough
Memory. From memory.
Years for that. I don't know if I can do that
For
again.
for new people,
Uh-huh.
we are. What are we doing? We're doing session 0 of my new campaign. This is the gang that I play. Have played with for like 3, 4, 5.
More than that, brother.
6
Long time.
years.
6 years?
Oh my
I'd say.
gosh.
6 years.
Yeah.
At this point, it's
Insane.
impressive that Lontre still can't play D&D. It is at this point, even I'm impressed, right? And I'm a dumbass, and I'm still shocked.
Look,
Yeah,
I have
don't
a
expect-
ring.
High level D&D play here. This will be. You can only really catch this live. The audio will go up on the podcast channel, the podcast feed. The VODs are going to be saved if you're a member. Otherwise, this is where you can catch it live and only live, and then it will disappear from your site.
Wow.
Felicia is in chat. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, more
okay.
like
What's up?
Zach.
Hello to all the
Somebody in
people
my
showing
chat
up as
said
well.
8 sessions in 6 years. Piss off, chat.
Okay, it's we are usually we are Monday nights, but sometimes here and there we can be a little less consistent than that.
Well, no, let's be honest, mainly because he's the only person not in frame right now. Carl is a piece of shit and always lets us
Yeah.
down and can't play,
So true.
right? So
So
Oh,
the
true.
one person who's not here to defend themselves, or is it this way?
True.
Carl! Oh
Uh-oh,
my
he's
God!
back.
Good to see you, dude! I'm so glad Carl's back.
I hate that.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. No questions. No questions. That's
Yeah.
good.
This poncho, not very flattering when I turn around and it's all over the place. Yeah, live.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's not what I expected.
Why did
I need
that
my box
scare
of
you?
rice.
Ah.
Oh my lord.
I thought it'd be really dim.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm gonna find my remote.
I am gonna like. Okay, how rude is it to
It was-
go off at people who are being very nice in my chat?
Get him. This is your channel. If you want to talk to your
Look,
your,
all
your
I'm
chat.
saying is that my name is in my title of my channel. It is.
He's so upset people
way-
are adding the K.
it's fine. Alcina's wife, you seem like a great person. I'm gonna burn down your house. No, it's fine.
Yeah, nice. Good one.
Yeah, it's
Nailed
chill,
it.
It's chill. It's cool.
It's kind of like when you sign an email and it's like warm regards and then you have your name and then the person gets back to you and it's like, hi, such and such. And I was like, and you check your email
Like,
and your
it's
email is your
literally-
full name and then
Yes.
your sign off is your name and then they still respond and it's just like they spell your name wrong and I'm like,
I don't know how many times I've gotten Felicity, and I'm like, it's in the email as Felicia. Like, there's no itty to it at all. There's nothing there.
I mean, there are a couple of idiots if you know what
There's
I mean.
a couple of itties, but we don't talk about those.
Zach, I sent you the my chat asked if we could do multi-stream so they could stop alt tabbing.
Oh
Your
my
favorite.
God.
You literally just click on accept and then mute it. That's it. That's you'll be fine.
So many.
I'll keep
things
an eye on Twitch
to
chat.
do.
Keep an eye. I'll keep an eye. I'll have a look. I'll have a fucking looky loo.
How's he so incompetent?
Shut up! It's my brand.
Aw,
It is.
No, my brand.
Wait, did you say it's your brain or it's your
I
brand?
heard brain too. Shut up, it's my brain. I'm gonna start blaming my brain from now on when shit goes. That was
Oh, I
me.
do.
Yeah,
all the
that's my
time.
brain, brother.
My-
That's
this,
its fault.
this much of me. Most of me didn't do that.
There you go, Zach. You've done it.
I've
You
done
just
it?
have to click one thing. That's it. And I
That's-
do the rest.
I'm so good at clicking one thing, dude.
Oh my god.
It truly
look at
is.
you.
Wow.
So proud.
Yeah.
Show off.
Woo!
Oh, we shared chat just in time for someone to try and sell us viewers. There you go.
Oh.
Thanks, Zach. Best viewer from bamboo.com. What?
Alrighty.
Yeah. Well.
So yeah, for those tuning in, we're gonna do session 0. You don't need to know anything about anything we've done before. I have played D&D with these people. Where did Joel go? Did Joel just vanish into the ether?
I'm here. What's up? Yo.
Come
I
on.
hear
Hear me?
it says the dark void. You don't need
I'm
to
just looking for a
have,
battery.
listen to any other
Oh, that's just new
campaigns.
characters, Zach. Don't be rude.
It's gonna be fresh.
I got
and
four.
new.
I got
Like,
Timmy. I got.
This is gonna be horrific tonight,
This is gonna be
everybody.
awful.
This is
So
the
bad.
general
It's gonna be
vibe you
terrible.
can expect for people who are like, oh, I like your shorts. Let's see what he's like live. Very different
Sorry.
energies. Very different kind
Sorry.
of quality of
I'm
editing,
not
for
sorry.
instance, production, all very, very
Oh
different.
yeah.
Honestly,
Mr.
I
Mode
think,
doesn't
I think
work.
most of us are the same. It might be a you problem. They're very similar to how we come across.
How you appear
No,
in
he's
my
still short
videos.
as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Panda says with his like forearm in rice. It's just like some of us.
You guys
He's
don't
got his
piss
rice
rice
box.
buckets.
Yeah, what is
Bitch,
this
can we
thing
talk
you
about
do
the
with Panda? You
rice
crush
bucket?
rice to make your forearms huge?
It's like there's a few different things that you can do, but it's like resistance training, pretty much. It's actually
Right.
quite good.
Are you
Yeah.
are you noticing like you're getting fucking
It burns,
Popeye?
man. Yeah, it burns. Like it hurts.
Yeah.
So I've only been doing this for like 2 minutes, and my arm is burning.
Can
Yeah.
you beat my high score yet on that grabby thing?
I haven't tried. I haven't
Oh,
tried.
Yeah, I understand. No, that's cool.
What do you gonna
It's
use
just-
that
this
rice
is
later?
Broken.
No. My Asian wife, as you all know, really says that if I throw it out, she might leave me
Okay.
because she's like, if I waste this much rice, I'm going to Asian hell. Is what I've worked out. So
Okay.
Mhm, True.
yeah.
True.
All right.
What else do I need to say? I forgot to change my Twitch fucking thing. God. Hey, and when I'm live,
tried being
my swears
better at
aren't
technology?
replaced by a dice rolling sound. Isn't that fun?
Ooh, true.
True.
Let's try it.
Yeah, everyone
Ooh,
say the
naughty.
worst word they know.
Zach.
Please.
Yo, very good. Hello, hello. Is that Victor that I know in chat? I don't know. Probably not. This is what Joel does every time he's live, and anyone comes into his chat. He just assumes that it's like someone from his past because he has a Labrador brain. And
Yeah.
I've got
Well,
the same
also to be
illness,
fair,
apparently.
Joel knows so many people.
That's true.
Everyone.
Why
I've
change
ever
my
lived.
title? God damn it!
God
Did
damn.
you see, I don't know if he's there, but did you see that Sea of Thieves is on the BattleNet launcher now?
Oh yeah?
What?
I did.
Huh.
Of course.
I was just using that time to pee. Once you're away from the camera, yeah. I should get back in and play. You gonna play Panda? We're gonna
Game's
get you to be a
horrible
pirate
still.
legend.
I don't know. Nah, game's still horrible.
Look at that.
Wow.
Done.
Please delete this VOD now.
It's not. No, sorry, I shouldn't
Yeah.
say. It is a great game, just not for me. Until we do stuff with Project Panda with them, then it's a great game. You know? Honestly, one of my
Exactly.
favorites I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's come a long way, and you'd love it. Just like Fallout 76. Isn't that right,
Can't
Kyle?
wait to go back and play it.
Yes.
For those
Well,
unaware,
that's- is good.
do we want to explain that joke, Joel?
Which one? No.
No.
No,
One time, Generosity, which is a cool charity thing, had a fundraiser that had a sponsor, and the sponsor was one of the video games, the new season coming out. It was Fallout 76, and I saw the footage looked really cool. And then a person who was on the stream decided to play a song that made fun of Fallout 76. That individual happened to be
Don't know
the
who that
lyrical
would be.
here in this channel. But then he added more to it, and then he was no longer making fun of it.
Mm. It's also very funny to do that, is my defense of Carl's actions. I think
Thank you.
really funny,
I
actually.
had no idea.
And most games are okay with it as long as you're not being like
Sure.
calling out like a dev themselves, like that
Yeah.
guy Jeremy Swanson is a dickhead. Like, just like,
True.
Yeah, Carl's
And I
doing a
wasn't-
roast video about every developer of the game. He like said their like addresses out on stream. It was really messed up.
It's pretty punk. I'm pretty proud of
It's
myself.
pretty punk.
Yeah.
So today I brought 3 dumb characters and 1 slightly less dumb character.
Okay.
I've
Hell yeah.
not
Right,
created
right.
any character sheets. I have nothing beyond the Vegas description. Not even
How
names
have you
really,
not
except for
played
one.
a wizard yet?
This is the thing. That was as I was saying the sentence. I was like, "Is it the time for me to
God.
just play?"
No,
Once-
Joel, you can't. So
Yes,
Let
he
him- let him
can,
fucking
Zach,
do
and
it, let
he
him do it.
will.
Because
no.
then
Let him
if he
play.
plays wizard, then I have to be a bard.
Joel's
and we
most
have to be
successful
people.
character was playing a fighter, and then every time he's played any other character, he has completely
Yeah.
misused, or I shouldn't say misused, not used at all any of his character abilities.
I showed Verkoka, who's in the chat half time. He was like, "Can I see your character sheets? Because I have them all in D&D Beyond." And I showed him all my characters, and he's like, "Do you roll your stats?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You have some of the most atrocious stats I've ever seen." And I'm like, "You gotta
What?
roll them because
I
one
didn't
day."
tell you to roll your stats,
Yeah,
buddy.
I want to roll them. I want to one day. I want a good character, and until I get a good character, like
Although I
Lontre
remember
got
we-
there as
we
a
played
bard.
a campaign
but yeah.
once, and you rolled like 3 18s, and then I was
Yeah,
like,
and everyone made me re-roll it.
no, no, no. You know what? That's not what happened. Do you remember what happened?
Oh.
Is you
I
gave
thought I
those
didn't have
stats
to-
to me.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
You're
That's
like,
good
I don't
time.
want to play like a I don't
Yeah.
want to play like a competent character. I'm gonna play like you took my stats, which were terrible.
Yeah,
You're
that sounds
one
right.
of a kind of guy, my friend.
hmm
Is what I'm gonna say.
I also played one a while ago where I think like Maddie or a leader wouldn't let me keep my stats because I rolled just so insanely. Like just all the
Yeah.
top stats are like no.
All right, I'm gonna go to the main screen,
Mhm.
which I had to just go and fix, and I did it all in the background so you guys wouldn't know, and so technologically
Amazing.
it looks sound. However, we got to go through the list here and delete your character names, your previous character
Mhm.
names, from your thing.
am I meant to have D&D Beyond open?
You can have D&D Beyond open. What we'll do? Actually,
Yeah.
I should have done this before.
You did plenty
Someone-
before. You had YouTube almost ready and stuff.
Yeah, I did so many
Mm.
things. I did
Yeah,
so
you
many
did-
things,
no.
guys. I'm actually very impressive.
But now Fel's camera is a little taller than mine. Mine has a border. Joel has a border, but only left
Okay,
and right.
okay. Well, like, choose your
Can't
fucking
let him
battles,
have
all right?
shit.
Is all I'm saying.
Mm.
Shut
Nah,
your
nah,
fucking mouth when
I
you
think it
speak
looks
to me.
fucking
dare you.
So right, Bones.
Why is my
Um,
so zoomed in? Can you pan mine down a bit?
No,
It's just the top of my forehead. I've got no
Mine's
neck.
Head.
it is a little skewed on you.
You made him
I'm
look
gonna need
like
to get a
Fine.
fucking handle on it.
God, everyone has a
he's just saved for a
goddamn
cure ad with the
complaint.
chin.
Jesus. What do you want? You want to be? All right.
Just
here we go.
respect is what he's generally after. I think.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what he's
Yeah.
after.
show his face.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You done?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fine. Good.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks,
Oh,
Zach.
Fel, your light looks nice.
Now people can see you properly. Is that you happy?
Thanks, mate.
Not
Thank
a
you.
problem.
Yeah, no, it's
Hey.
fine. I don't mind being smaller than everyone else. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna puke.
All right. Let me take a hot second. Okay. Do you guys want the campaign link now so that you can create your characters as we talk, or are we good without that for now and we just chat?
Just chat for a bit, I reckon, and then we
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay. So
I agree. I missed the
the
question.
new campaign. It is, as I have told you guys, it is going to be a little bit of a time jump forward from like classical medieval fantasy. Not that much time-wise, but technology has kind of like taken a ramp up very quickly due to elements of the plot, which will become revealed to you. We are talking very, very rudimentary automobiles. Like, we're talking like smoke is coming out the side. It's kind of like those like, you know, the kind.
Is that what they sound like?
Uh,
I've heard one. It's exactly like that.
very rudimentary airships, like kind of big blimp-looking dudes. You are in a metropolis. That is where this takes place in the Roost, which is the capital of Ravenna, which is no longer the Ravennan Empire, which is an elven, used to be an elven state, and is now just a lot more mixed. This is 100 years after the Illithid invasion into this city, which is a campaign from previously, but it is more a background thing that is going to be happening in this campaign. You don't need to know any of the events that happen in that campaign. What is that sound? Is anyone hearing that sound?
What sound? You okay?
That's crazy.
Zach's got tinnitus.
Acid flashbacks.
Vampires.
There is a purely insane sound happening in my room. I don't know where it's from, but if you guys can't hear it, I just look crazy.
I think it's a ghost.
It's probably a ghost that I will have to.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What if it's you from the future?
Oh,
and they only have a
stopping me
few
from doing
seconds to
this.
talk to you.
Yeah.
It's like
Stopping me from doing this campaign. This campaign will be horrible.
Do anything else.
No.
So, it is going to primarily take place around a magical, physical sport called Arc Bowl, which all of you, through various manners and means, will get drawn into. Yes, Cayenne.
Question. No, we haven't made characters yet.
Zach, wow.
Sorry.
Well, okay.
Panda.
Thank you. Or Ryan would have been fine either one. Are we talking more soccer or like American football, or rugby?
The sport. I can tell you about how the sport works. So, essentially, you are teams. You start at each end of the pitch. Your only goal. You start in your own goal. The only objective of the game is to get the ball, which starts vaguely in the center of the pitch, into the opponent's goal. They are trying to do the same thing. One goal, and the whole game is done. However, the pitch, the goal, and the ball all change drastically from game to game, according to the designs of the architect, who is a different kind of usually some kind of magi, wizard, sorcerer, druid, whatever, who designs the kind of field every time the game is played.
Right. So ball changes as well, not the same shape ball.
Not the same shape ball, exactly.
How big are teams?
How many of you? 5?
Exactly the size.
I was about to say. It's probably a pretty good guess.
It's crazy.
Could be a guess. There could be a fucking Zach could have been. Then maybe there's a captain. Maybe there's a captain. I don't know why.
Capitan.
All right.
Full contact sport.
It just happens to line up that way.
Weird.
Full contact sport.
Full contact sport. So, any kind of offensive action is allowed. You will not face death in the arena. There are safeguards to assure that you will not die from your injuries. However, what was I going to say? Don't feel the need to put all your focus on athletics, the athletics check. There is going to be multiple ways that audience interaction, both our audience, as well as the crowd watching on, will affect how the game is played out sometimes. So having good charisma will be a massive boon. Having all kinds of different skills will be important.
Okay, but who versus? Who are we doing it versus? Yeah, who versus?
There'll be many teams. There'll be a cavalcade of teams. I made up a lot of lists of names, and I'm not sure which teams are going to make it in. But for instance, there are a team of all halfling barbarians called the Traveling Killbillies.
That's
very good.
That's very good.
That
I'm
is
so
the tone
excited.
in which I am putting forth.
Can that be us?
Can that be
Can that be
Are we all halflings?
you? You're all halflings.
Don't even hate that.
I'm gonna make you all play halflings.
I've already done that. I'm not going back to that live.
You played a halfling? When?
When we played that Warhammer fantasy game with like 10 people. What's that Warhammer one where everyone dies? It's like Warhammer Fantasy, but you have the weakest characters ever.
Yes,
We came across
Rogue
one
Trader.
beastman and it killed 4 people in our party at the start of our whole thing. It was just 4 people dead. 1 from infection and 3 from just being sliced down. It was
1 from infection. It
yeah, like
sucks.
later on. Yeah,
Down like Khal Drogo.
it was. We should play that though. It's the most brutal system I've ever played.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. Okay. So, who wants to kind of start us off a little bit? Who has some ideas? So the other thing is like, I do have like a plot in mind for this thing. However, I do want to make the focus of this campaign really like you guys, your backstories. Think of like a standard, like a classic like sports movie, like all the elements of that, what you're fighting for, why you're competing, all these things. The other thing that I'm gonna say, so 2 more things. You can pick whatever level you want to start at, under certain restrictions. Like if I trust all of you to not be like, I'm gonna be a level 20 wizard and I'm gonna kill everyone.
Level 20 wizard.
I already said I wanted to be a level 20.
Yes, but you had some specific limitations in mind. And we can talk about that. Generally, the power level I want to have is about 3. So if you go wildly above that, we're going to have some kind of like handicaps. If you want to go below that, if you want to start at level 1, we can talk about how like if you want to have like certain abilities and how they work. I'm happy to work with you or anything. I've played enough campaigns with you guys now to know that like you guys care about the story more than just like being super cool, strong guys. So I'm happy to work with you. There was another thing that I had in mind. Oh, that's right. All of you are drastically in debt. So think about how that happened, whether you are in debt to some bad folks, whether it is just more mundane things, whether it is through addiction, through various vices. All of you, seriously.
Can I just answer on behalf of the whole party? Can we have all the debt from everything? So can we just?
Yes, thank you, Joel. You can now have
thank
all
you.
the
You're
debt
welcome.
from everything. All of you
Everyone else is like, "Fuck you, Joe. Why are we doing this?" We gotta have a loan shark, but we also have like a bank mortgage going on. But then we also have like someone owes their parents. Like we gotta have all the debt in a mixture, because then it just makes it all more ridiculous. It's the first time I've ever talked on behalf of the party. I feel bad. I retract my statement.
It's good. It's binding and it is final.
I thought it was cute.
So think about debt. Think about what level you are and what that means for your character's backstory. And think about like what that backstory is. And I'm happy to like kind of like weave it in very centrally into the city itself. And like feel free to come up with entire factions. I will give you a general vibe that like this is a industrial city. It has quickly become industrial over the last probably like 50 years ish. Like the technology has skyrocketed and so has brought a lot of attention. There is a pretty big disparity between, or at least like there is now a new kind of worker, which is like the factory worker, which hasn't existed before. They've gone from agrarian societies, field hands, farmers, that kind of thing, to now all packing into the city. It has become much more densely populated, and that is seeing its own problems. My light ran out of batteries. I was so...
Or the ghost turned it off.
The ghost turned it off, actually. That's what happened. So yeah, feel free.
Has anyone got a character in mind?
Yeah.
Yes.
So feel free to like really add to the city itself. I have only like a couple of things, and it is very blank slate. So feel free to add whole swaths to it. Felicia, you said you had an idea for a character.
I do. And if you're still okay with this, great. But if you're not, please just let me know. But my idea is that yes, I am a level 20 something. I'm not sure what. Maybe a spellcaster. That way we can have like a list to roll from with my idea. But
Yeah.
the premise is they are level 20 and they're being audited by the god.
Okay.
So not only are they in a heap of debt, but they're also in a lot of trouble with the powers that be because they've
Okay.
been using their magic improperly. And so I think the idea was, and this is something you brought up, Zach, was that we could do like a random roll every in-game day or something to see
Yeah.
what spell I get access to on my list.
Yeah, I like that. I like. So we do like, you probably have like, you know, levels 1 to 2 of spells, but then we'll roll what spell. Would you prefer to roll literally what spell you have access to, or what, like, you have one level? We'll roll like, you know, a D. It's like
It would be
between
D10.
whatever it is, and we'll roll that, and you just get whatever spell level that is, and you can cast it as you want. Because that's kind of fun.
That would be fun.
But yeah, we'll try and think it. I do seriously like this. There are problems with like HP. Like, you're just gonna be like way tankier than everyone. But we can.
I'm going to be a super tanky. Well, you know, what is it? Buff Wizard? Did you ever see that comic with like the super buff wizard? That's kind of
Yeah.
what he would be.
Yeah.
Or maybe she.
You can always have it where like a portion, if it's way too insane, you can have like the gods have taken a portion of your HP as well to scale it back to where Zach's happy, right?
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is that like a one-use power, especially if we're doing these matches where you will just blow out the match because you can cast a 7th level spell, and everyone.
I mean,
like,
9th level is where Wish comes in, and
Yeah,
at level
right.
20 you do get Wish. So it's like,
I wish to win the game and the championship.
Yeah. So
Well
true.
done.
Win.
So true. So I do like this idea. We'll try and think of some
we'll have to think of some way to.
guardrails, but I like this
Yeah.
as a central idea, that you were powerful. And maybe like, do you imagine this? So this person is like a wizard or a sorcerer or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I probably sorcerer because I don't want there to be like a thing where it's been a long time since I've played a spellcaster like this,
Yeah.
actually, because I've played bards and all kinds of other stuff. But it's wizards that any book that they find or spell scroll or whatever they can scribe and learn.
Yeah, you
But
can put it into
sorcerers have to learn some like innately. Is that right?
So wizards have a spell book. You gain a certain amount of spells in your spell book every time you level up, and then anytime you find a scroll, you can put it into your book, and then every morning you prepare your spells. So you prepare like, I think it's like your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus plus your wizard level or something like that. Sorcerers just have spells known, so you have like X amount of spells known, and those are always prepared. You always have access to them. So it's up to you, and like how we can talk more at length. You can think more about like, if you're a sorcerer, how did you get your powers? How long have you been alive? Are you like hundreds of years old, and you're just kind of like bopping around now?
Maybe.
You know.
Well,
Are you like Carl old? Or
aren't I
Yeah,
older
like-
than Carl?
Like yeah, exactly. So you can't.
You
gotta
just
go.
panda.
I gotta go. You guys-
No. It's not about age. It's about being old. Carl old is
So
like
true.
the mummy from the Mummy, or
Wow.
Yeah.
He has a name, you know.
Yeah, he has a name.
It's Daddy. Daddy the
Don't like
mummy.
that. No.
Daddy the Mummy.
His name is Arnold Vosloo, played Imhotep.
Vosloo.
Thank you.
Imhotep. Yep.
I wanna know what Carl's
it's
playing.
spelled Arnold. Arnold.
I don't.
Can you? I've never asked you that. Can you speak your native tongue?
What do you think my native tongue is?
Okay. We know. I don't know if you know. Do you say what your background is on your YouTube?
There's, it's never really come up as I'm reading green text to be like, yeah, my dad was born in Egypt. But yeah, no, my dad.
What I'm asking, but not trying to be a dick. Can you speak Egyptian?
So they speak Arabic there. I cannot.
Okay,
speak
thank
Arabic.
you.
My dad couldn't speak Arabic. My dad did speak. So my dad had a wild upbringing where, when he was very young, when he's like 4 or 5, went from Egypt to Australia, and at home he would speak French to his dad, Italian to his mother, and then him and his brother quickly picked up English, and so they would speak English between themselves. But also they would have random Arabic words thrown in, like household terms a lot.
That's cool. Yeah.
So yeah. Zach Lawdrop.
Yeah, also,
you're damn right.
Now that you've said that, we should move next down in the Google search algorithm. Can you please take your top off so we can get Zach Big Giant shirtless?
Zach
shirtless.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get it done. All right.
And then you never said your age. That was 4th on the results, so.
Yes.
Keep them guessing.
All right, I'm gonna take my shirt off. And I'm gonna tell you my.
Yeah. Show everyone your license and passport. And like one PAN card.
That's a good idea. I've been at this for a while now. I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm so sorry. It's continue with the session.
Zach speaks Arabic. He's just like me for real. So I should make this very clear. I do not speak Arabic.
Where did you learn to speak
my
Arabic?
dad was trilingual, and I picked up 0 languages from him. Just English.
Not even English. So...
Not even English.
Just
I
barely.
just hope I'm being understood. Okay.
What are you gonna play?
Me?
Go.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm probably not sure. I would like.
You look so unready.
I'm ready. I've been
Carl,
leaning.
You are the newest member of the gang. You've gone through like a campaign and a half with us.
And yet he still knows more about D&D than Joel does.
I don't know if that's true. I
He
don't
was
know if
the
that's true.
oldest.
I don't know. Last session he ran away when I was having death savings. I feel like
Probably just saved
That's what his
you.
character would do.
it's true.
Yeah.
No, it is. No, it is.
So...
Yeah, I played a little.
He did good. We are equally know nothing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'd say when Joel listens, he suddenly becomes pretty good. So never.
Maybe if Zach was a better DM, I'd pay attention. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill you straight up.
He's
in
who we
real
have.
life. No joke.
Whatever character you make,
character's
make
still
a new one
alive.
because it's dead.
Yeah. Okay. Carl, you don't know yet. Panda, do you have any thoughts?
I'm leaning Bard because I want to be some sort of like a good cheerleadery person, because it's sport. So now I feel like and I suck at sports anyway. So I want to be more. At least still doing it, but I'm thinking something like that. Like now there's that cheerleader reason because I've always thought of Bard obviously because it's my actual job, but I always find it so fucking weird to just walk around singing in my head as a D&D adventure. But here it seems to be thematically appropriate. So something there.
Hell
Bard.
yeah! We finally have the Carl Bard.
Because you said sport last time, and I was like, yuck. Oh, wait, cheerleaders.
Absolutely a cheerleader. You could be a cheerleader. You could be part of the band.
Yeah.
Like the marching band.
Yeah, there's
a lot of options.
probably a marching band. Yes, please.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
See, I like this. This is fun. This is reason. I've wanted to, but it just feels so strange.
to just be
Normal.
Be a musician.
And then he sang.
Okay.
I mean, there was like proper bards back in the day, Carl. Most of them were basically poets with drums.
Yeah, but that's in real life. When we're here, there's like, there's a fucking bugbear
Literally a
and the
musician.
snake man, and then Carl has a guitar. I'm like, why would I? You know what I mean?
I think
Could be a jester.
Bards always have struck me as odd because of the reason. I think it
They're
comes
weird.
from the fact that the
traveling
adventurers
musicians
are travelers, right? And like musicians were one of the people that would travel regularly from place to place. Like it makes sense, but it's also
it makes sense to me as a character that meets the party, but not.
It's like one of.
I'm like, why are you here, dude? We're trying to take down the entire, like the fucking emperor. What
this
are you?
guy's the greatest swordsman in the world, and you play guitar really well. What are you
also have a harmonica. Yeah. And you tell him like, go, man.
You can be like the substitute player that actually gets called for once. Like something happens and they call him up and he's like, why the hell did you call me? Like, I'm a bard. What do you mean? I signed up for this 7 years ago.
I'm in a cool band. I don't even play.
I just have the little curlies and I can't run in them.
They said it to help with my debt. I just signed a form. What do you mean?
No, I've been blown away by like Carl. Literally, the concept of a bard from D&D does two things: performance checks, where they sing and play guitar and make up words on the spot, which is like literally Carl who can make up songs, and then cutting words, where you just rip people to shreds with insults.
There's so much more to it that Joel ignored the entire time he played a bard.
That's all you need to know.
I've written this down, and that's all.
Yeah. Just those are the two important bits. The rest is just, let your
Can
teammates
I also
die.
add heat metal? Heat metal is important.
Ever fucking take that spell or I'll come after you.
Yeah, Zach
Zach
doesn't know
hates
how to
that
deal
spell
with it.
because it's so good.
The campaign also is called All Stars.
All Stars. Fuck yeah.
I'm creating the campaign.
And how do you spell Arc Ball? Is it just ARC?
ARCBOWL. Arc as in like arcane.
Arc Ball.
Kinda
And
deal.
do you do it as a hyphenated or a space?
One word, not camel case, just one word.
One Arc Ball. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks.
Wait, ball or bowl?
Bowl.
I wasn't paying attention.
Bowl?
Like for cereal?
Yeah, is it like, is
I get it. Yeah, bowl of
like
cereal.
Blood Bowl.
Bowl.
Like Blood Bowl,
Like Blood Bowl.
It took
it's like
like
bowl.
I
Bowl.
realized the name isn't that good, but I took
like
so long coming up with it because every good name has already been taken. Blood Bowl, fucking great name, already taken.
Yeah.
It is.
Blitzball, which is from Final Fantasy X.
Final
Blitzball
Fantasy.
is a fucking great name. Gone.
Great sport too. Very fun.
Great sport. If you can breathe.
Bread
a
Bowl
giant sphere
also
of-
gone.
Bread Bowl?
Bread Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would have been good. That was my
Yep,
next pick.
Jugger also
Jugger
taken.
ball?
Yeah.
Gutter Ball. So true.
Jugger is like the best spot for anyone who's interested. Just go look up like
boy.
Jugger. Has anyone seen the spot? It's so good.
No,
All right,
no one
well.
knows this thing.
It has
No.
swords and shields, and it's a
Nope.
ball spot.
That's cool.
I like
okay.
that.
So, Carl, you are a cheerleader. All right. Very good.
Very good.
Bones, are you leaning toward anything?
Yes, sort of.
Huh.
I had some ideas.
Yeah.
Kind of. The idea that I'm kind of leaning with, because I always joked that it would be funny to play a haunted suit of armor. With like nobody in it, like bodiless, like there's no one inside of it.
You're the mascot.
Oh,
Kind of. But I'm thinking the character that I want to play has probably had some kind of ties to like criminal, like think mafia background, where it's basically like he's probably been somebody up to shifty shit. He's kind of like a fast talker, a bit loose, and couldn't make good on a deal that he, swore black and blue that he could. And then he works for some powerful people. And when they threaten to take away your kneecaps, sometimes they threaten to take away your entire fucking body. And so they curse him and he loses basically his entire being. And he's cursed to a suit of armor and they're told, get our money, we don't care how. Don't come back until you get it. And so the curse doesn't lift until I go and get the money. So I'm thinking I want to play kind of like a strong, not too smart kind of character. Like I play just miserable, sad little wet tissue paper twink boys all the time. Like it is my brand. And I was kind of leaning towards something like, perhaps maybe in the line of like maybe it could go warlock. Like the idea is like his patron is not a patron, it's the mafia. It's like the criminal faction that he's tied to, who are like arcane practitioners who are basically like sketchy as fuck, but also like, you know, it's the family. It's like, get the family's fucking money, get it back, get the money back. Where's the money? Why aren't you getting the money right now? It's like Fat Tony. If he was like
a wizard.
I was about to say, will you talk like Fat Tony the entire campaign? Because I will pay you all I can.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do that
So
accent.
so there's like also I realized I was like, Arkball, Steph, my dear girlfriend, came up with the name. I think it's good. It was a frustrating journey to get to it. It was a frustrating
you're
journey
saying
to
her
get
idea
to
is
it.
bad.
No.
Zach hates
Wow.
women.
Yeah,
confirmed.
Wow.
I met Steph and she was lovely.
She
So I don't know about that. I feel like that's your fault, Zach.
It is, I'm saying it was, no, not. It was
Does Steph
frustrating
need me to come over and hold her
get
hand?
to it, get to the name, only because so
She
many
does.
good
Steph,
names
what are you
are
doing
taken.
later?
That is all I'm saying. Oh god.
I was so when you said the name, I was like, "This is a cool name," but I need to rip it apart because Zach said he thought of it, and I didn't, and I'm just really proud I didn't.
Okay, so Bones, you are strong, not smart.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe, or like, I don't know, or somebody like fast talking, kind of like leaning into like warlock territory because they're kind of like still kind of charismatic, but like a little questionable when it comes to, you know, morals, kind of gray, might have an evil patron being like, get the fucking money. But also, I'm just a guy who's like maybe got a family. I was thinking of having like an elderly mother and calling her Nana, and like I do the shifty stuff to take care of Nana.
Yes.
So he's kind of like got a good soul about him. He's in with the wrong crowd, and he's like trying to be tough, trying to be cool, trying to fit in, trying to be like, he's trying to make it in the city, and it's like, it's cutthroat. It's like, you know,
And
kill or be
so-
killed in his head.
Do you? So I missed just the reasoning, but do you see that you lost your body, like as like a debt thing, like?
Yes.
Right.
It's kind of like we take this. It's like we're holding collateral. It's like we hold on to this until you give us. You owe us your fucking. We'll take this for now.
Like literally.
Yeah, basically. So it's like, and Nana not knowing about it, she's like, "Oh, you're always out. Where you going at late nights?" And you know, it's like, "No, I'm just getting the money, Nana. I'm just getting the money, Nana." Taking care of myself, it's right. And you can't go back to Nana when you're a fucking bodiless like suit of armor.
It's true.
So maybe something like that. Maybe a warlock. I don't know. I don't like playing warlocks, but we'll see. We'll see if I can make it work.
Yeah.
Is there like
Or
a
like-
melee warlock? Is there like more of a combat one than a spellcasty one?
Yeah, for sure.
I could go like Eldritch Knight fighter. That's
You
an
could
option.
But there's Pact the Blade warlock. There's Hexblade warlock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I kind of like, I want to flavor it in having the bad forces behind me, you know, in my ear, like the pressure comes from them, and it's just like, well, you know, Arkball is like this. That's like, you know, sports stars. That's the way to do it. That's what I'm gonna do. And they're like, what do you mean that's what you're gonna do? He's like, no, I'll make it work. I'll con a bunch of other idiots into being on a team with me. Yeah.
So
oh
the
my
other thing
god,
is,
yes.
So the link that I'm gonna give you all to like back to the sports part of it is that you need a reason to have gone to or be in for some reason the locker room of a pre-existing team. This team is like very much the underdogs of this season of Arkball. They got in through the wild card kind of selection process. So they snuck in. They are much less well funded than the rest of the teams. They are kind of like scraping by the skin of their teeth, but they've got a lot of like working class support. Everyone loves watching them because everyone loves an underdog. Whatever connection you want to have with them, except for being part of the team physically. As in, like, you are not one of the athletes. You could be, at most, like, a substitute. But think about why you're there. You could be, like, the janitor. You could be, like, the assistant to the manager. Like, a lot of different roles, or you could be like you're going to visit them, like you don't have a permanent connection with them. You're going to visit them with like because you're wanting to go backstage and you've bought like a pass or whatever, or you've been allowed to go backstage and kind of see them. But backstage, I'm using the wrong term. What is backstage, but in sports? Is that a thing that people do? They go
Locker
meet
room?
the team. Yeah, they go meet
locker
the locker
room. It's just
Yeah, they go meet the team in the locker room. Is that a
Go
thing?
hang out in the car park.
Seems
It's
inappropriate,
backstage,
you know what I
but
mean?
for sports.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
backstage
everyone's
but for
taking their
sports.
clothes off.
It's
like a weird place to meet.
Yeah. Sorry. So I love that. Joel or Fel?
What about Hannah?
I know.
What about
I was waiting here. I want to know what
Oh.
you've got, Joel.
Oh, okay. I got 4 characters. One got shut down really quick.
Okay.
Gonna be his name was Jimmy Two Jackets, and he's got 2 jackets, but he only wears one jacket. You never see him wear the other jacket, and everyone seems to.
You can play.
That is you, IRL. You own one flannelette shirt
Damn it.
for the last
Oh,
9
no.
years.
I have 5. Thank you. They just But so he's like, "Hey, I'm Jimmy Two Jackets." Jimmy Two Jackets. I really screwed up. So that's the first one thrown out. Other unique one is a curio salesman from the town of Valaki, who is a Vistani, and he's half rogue, half artificer because he's a trader because he goes in and out of the Mists of Strahd. And he talks the way that you would expect someone would talk from Vistani. And everyone thinks he's a vampire, which makes his life very difficult.
Okay.
Huh?
Zach hates it.
All right. But he's a
Did you
curious
just play an artificer?
That was gonna be a rogue artificer. I don't know. I just thought it'd be
hell
really
yeah.
crazy. And then the other one. Look, this is me just giving you all my bullshit. This is what happens when you leave me alone for a week. And with the idea of the other one is there was once a giant who had a child, and to entertain their child, they had this magically imbued soft toy that they gave this giant baby, to which then they lost the toy the way that babies do, kind of just throw it. So it's a magically imbued soft toy that every session I roll a d20 and that's the level it is that session. So it'd be because it has a really bad memory and it's just looking for its owner. So it's all over the place.
So you are not gonna be able to play that character because you'll be you jump to level 13 and you'll be oh god, and then you'll forget that you don't have that when you level down.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
There's still one more character.
You still want more character? Okay.
Yeah, it's
I feel
Simba,
like
Simba.
we might have to tweak some stuff around backstory to make it more in the campaign limits.
Okay,
I reckon you say best to last. All right, here it comes. I reckon this is going to be a
You're
banger.
so right.
No,
This is
I did this wrong. I did this totally wrong. This is
all right.
No.
Knock us down with this final one.
All right. My partner said to me, "You always make silly characters." So I was like, "I'm going to play a dwarf paladin, and the name's going to be Vorin, and they're going to be really serious." That's the whole description.
I kind of want to.
I would like to see that.
I was just gonna say, can we please make him play a serious character?
Same.
Make you play.
That's very assertive. You gotta.
Yeah.
And he hates jokes when other people he's just
never gonna laugh.
Yeah, he's like, we're doing something here. This is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to push the story forward.
Oh, yes.
God damn that I do. So there's
Okay. I mean, I really like the toy idea. I can find a little bit better ways to link it, but to what's going on in faction. The other thing I think you guys should know is that there are 2 quite large. I don't want to use the term corporations because that's a very modern term, but industries at work in the Purge, which is there is a large it's called First Apothecary, and they provide health potions to everyone. They are wildly popular. And there is Illitek, who is... I might change the name of that, I'm not sure. But they are kind of like considered to be the reason why they've had such a, like, in the past, like, couple decades, there's been such a push for in an increase in technology. Motor cars and all the stuff works on Illitek. Again, I might change that word. It's just a bit sci-fi soundy.
First, Apothecary is what, like a medicines and stuff?
Yeah, they sell potions. Yeah, an apothecary. So like motions, herbal remedies, but like that sounds like it's made up. But in D&D, all of those things work. It is magical potions, essentially, magical potion store. They also so there's siblings that founded them. So if you work for them, if you have some kind of dealings with them, that is all important things. That
Can I be a door-to-door potion salesman?
You can absolutely be a door-to-door potion
Fucking
salesman.
hell. Avon calling.
Can I hear the pitch right now?
Wildly powerful, like, wizard. I love that.
But he's gonna make money somehow. He's not allowed to use his,
He's
use his
not allowed to
powers.
use his magic. Just
It's
really
like-
powerful cantrips. It's like, ah.
That's it. That's all he's got.
Okay. Cool. So Joel, are you leaning?
Yeah, I don't
just
know.
Parking both of these ideas.
I wanted to fit in with what everyone else was doing, but then does everyone have a class? Paladin, is anyone a healer yet?
I was thinking of playing a healer because I never play healer,
Okay.
and I know how much Bones.
Okay.
Bones is not allowed to play a healer.
Yeah, Bones man.
You sure don't do you want me to be cleric? I'll do it. I'll fucking cleric this game. I'll find a way.
Mm-mm.
No, Bones is having no thoughts.
I don't have thoughts. I need to get the money back. The guys, they're on my back every day. Every day.
But
Where's
you're
the
Weemaw.
money? Why aren't you getting the money right now? And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So, what voice is the most annoying? So
Anything that you do, Joel,
Yeah, see, look.
be so real.
Yeah, like if I play serious dwarf, I have to do a Scottish accent, but I'm gonna have to be a
hear
serious
it.
Scottish accent.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
Like, I always think of, I'm always wait, I'm always on. No, wait, hold on. Let me get my ears. No, I'm not going to be able to find. No, I'm not going to be able to figure it. Panda, it's fucked. Sometimes it goes well. You should have seen the last hour. It's very inconsistent.
Oh, no, Phil.
Scottish accent. Number one, everyone.
It was that bad you broke Carol's webcam. It was,
Yeah,
it was
I know.
that.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I wish my
Yeah.
webcam died.
I think of Shrek and of the character, Overwatch character that has Scottish accent. But I can
Okay.
do it. It's just wildly inconsistent. Or the vampire voice of a character that isn't a vampire, but everyone thinks they're a vampire. Or the voice that I would use for the soft toy.
Yeah.
Which
Let's
is
hear that, please.
Like, so I don't know. Everyone just tell me. It'd be like, I'm so excited, everyone. This is my first day on
Yes.
top of the field.
Yes.
So that was going to be the soft toy voice.
Okay.
Please.
I do.
Can you do that? For the entire campaign.
That
Genuine
is the-
question.
Like a year and a half.
I did 6 months of that Warhammer Fantasy campaign doing that voice, and I'm pretty sure I can keep it up.
hmm
That was, but
How do you feel about
I
okay?
was-
If you go down the toy route, how do
Yeah.
you feel about being like a creation of Illitek, and like you were just never put into full production?
Or like a Furby.
Yeah, you're like a giant.
that's
Furby.
pretty cool. I can do that.
Or do you want?
Does it have to be
purely-
fluctuating level?
Do you want to be? I mean, I guess not. But I like the idea of having fluctuating power. You can build something about that for sure. Or do you want to be purely like an enchanted, like more storybook kind of like fantasy thing?
Mm,
Think about it.
right. Thank you, everyone.
And,
Session 0 energy.
Or
Oh.
Fell.
Phil was first.
Fell
went.
went first. That is
First.
right.
Bless Zach. What's your
Panda.
memory?
Look, my brain is bad on a good day.
So I did put this forward a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't really changed my mind, but I did want to see what everyone else is playing. So I'm thinking about playing a guy called Brother Elric, who is a cleric. I'm thinking about doing Peace Domain, if I'm allowed to, because it makes sense to what I am thinking. Personality traits. I wrote down a few. I'll jump every time the whistle blows. Casually walks off midfield. Casually walks off the field mid-game if the game gets too intense. I refuse to high-five, chest bump, or locker room celebration. Let's just nod and maintain healthy personal bubble, please. Constantly cast Sanctuary on myself to avoid being targeted. I don't like public touch, and I don't understand why people celebrate with each other by touching each other. That's weird, and I don't like it. So, long story short, I hate people touching me, which is weird being in a sports contact game. Yeah. So I thought that would be quite funny.
You don't necessarily start again. You don't start in the team. We can have that in limited circumstances, but I want you all to have like you're outside of the game and you're being drawn in.
What I thought when you said about the debt thing is I've accidentally joined. So let's say I was already a part of a priesthood, got asked to be a new one, but I've accidentally joined like Hillsong, and now they've taken all my money and I owe them heaps of money, right? Well, and then to get away from them, I lied and said that I had to go and look over and pray for this sports team, and then that's how I've ended up in the locker room. That was the first thought that came into my head.
Okay, I like that. You were the only person I actually had a pitch for.
Okay, I'd love to hear it.
And it kind of works with being a cleric. So there is a loose organization of the city's like lost kids, essentially. The orphans. They have a much like in the first campaign that we played, or not in the last campaign, there was that like the idea that like the city's orphans knew things and could find out things. And they have a loose kind of organizational structure. You're an adult, so you're like outside of that, but you do look after these. Like there is a contingent of like your church, as it is open to them, and they do take shelter in your church. And so,
can I secretly hate the kids though, because kids are full of germs?
I like that. Okay with that? And like you are doing this out of the goodness of your heart, but also like you're like, don't come to me.
No, don't come to me. No, don't like this at all. Yeah, I like that.
You're sticky. You're so sticky.
Yeah. Snotty little noses, disgusting. Okay, I like that.
Yeah. So up to you if you want to take that on. How much of that story you want to make part of your backstory. If it doesn't line up in your mind with how you see the character, that is totally fine.
I can make it work as long as I'm allowed to hate them because they're full of germs.
Yeah, I like.
And in to the face, I'll be like, oh my god, children, my favorite.
And this is like up until kids get it to 14, 15, where they usually, start to find work and. So there's like 12 and 13-year-olds a lot is who you're dealing with. And I'm
thinking about goblin or gnome. I haven't decided yet.
Gnome.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Leaning more towards goblin because I was reading that they have a thing called like escape, which makes sense because I don't want people to touch me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you get like half of like the thief or rogue benefits, where as a bonus action you can kind of like disengage and dash.
That's what we were talking about today. I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, I like that. Also, as a goblin, being like a germaphobe is very funny because they're often depicted as like grubby little like street creatures.
Yeah.
And to be like,
I was trying to work out like a voice though, but everyone says I sound like Temu Mickey Mouse, and now chat's upset me. So I don't know.
Where's that coming here?
That was not in my... Huh?
Just your normal voice?
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guilty love. Why don't you shut up, Carl?
So much hostility already, and we haven't even started the campaign. We're so fucked, dude.
I didn't even remember those words. It's surprising that you did.
Well, now I want to play like a monk or something. I just want to lean full into like sports Chad, being like, yeah, I got the sponsorship. I guess you could say that I'm moving up in the ranks.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like, just go full like, all right, team, let's go. We gotta get ahead in the game. Like Zac Efron in fucking High School Musical, bruh.
Yucky,
Yucky.
Yeah.
I want to play. I want to play a low life criminal, but I also want to be like a Chad who's like, you know, like,
yes,
fucking thinks he's hot shit.
Just doing the peck dance all the time. Oh, dude, look at that.
He's like, oh yeah, look at this.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh yeah, it's fucking sick, dude. Look at these fucking bangers, baby. Yeah, let's fucking go.
You help orphans, but you change clothes and shower after hugging one. Cockroaches, which are often seen as dirty insects, will actually flee and clean themselves after when touched by humans. That's also...
Damn, we suck.
We suck, apparently. Goblin Cleric.
Hogalatin's here. I don't like this. Get out of here. Ooh. You were teasing me when my character died last campaign. Ban him.
Well, yeah, ban him. All right.
Oh, we lost Phil. I fell.
No, that's gonna mess up.
I know.
Yeah, I think Bones, you playing a himbo would be hilarious, and you just get to be you just get to be the
gotta get in there, you guys. Gotta get our heads in the game. Let's go.
Let's go.
Fucking rip in, dude. As long as you say rip in once a session, I'll be happy. Fucking just rip in, dude.
I feel like one of us kind of needs to have maybe some semblance of like capability, but like not. Well, you know what I mean? It's like
that's him. That's the best part. It has to be him.
Yeah.
Who?
You!
Carl? No, you're pointing at Carl. That's Carl, though. That's Carl.
On Discord.
You're pointing... Nah.
So far, it's you, Lontre. You have to keep us all in line.
Yep.
Yeah. This is... Only if I'm the dwarf, though. I can't do it as a giant soft toy.
Yeah, you gotta care about things as either.
So you're telling me I'm gonna play Goom Goom, which is apparently giant for like something. It's apparently like the first word of like soft like blanket. So what a baby would say, you know, it's like Goom pelt or something. So it's gonna be Goom Goom.
Okay.
I'm looking real fast.
He's crumbling already.
Yeah.
He's cracking under pressure.
And Chad written down next to each other. Himbo ? Chad ?
Right.
I'm a barbarian. I'm doing it. Bones, are you going monks? Monkey.
I was thinking if I'm not gonna be like some scummy, greasy criminal, I'm gonna be like Heart of Gold monk Chad. You know,
there's a Korean show that came out recently, and like there's a character like that. It's effectively like high schools versus each other, right? And it's real actors, and like one of the leaders of the high school that's like the underdog, he refuses to like fight the other gangs or join their like gangs, and he's that character. He's like the best fighter from their school. He's like the boss of them, and he's just the nicest dude. He's like, hey, no fighting, but when people try and fight him, he just whoops their ass. Like it's such a cool. Such a cool connection.
Gosh.
I forget what the show's called. I'm trying to remember.
It's just Locke, but more himbo. I know, right? I have played a monk before, but they're really fun. Maybe like maybe a monk or a fighter. I don't know. I could go in so many different directions with this now. Maybe I can combine the idea for this. I don't know how.
What if it's like an orc monk? But
I don't want to be an orc. I've played an orc before.
They're not fun.
No, they're fun. I was an orc fighter barbarian in one of my campaigns. He was really cool. Oh, I was a half orc. His name was Garrett. He was a good boy. I kind of want to play a scumbag character, but you
can absolutely play a scumbag character. We can make whatever work. The reason that you're all poor is, or rather in debt, is that you all have to like. It all forces you into kind of like taking whatever work is offered.
Yeah.
Fucking Hillsong.
Hillsong, man.
We might get sued. Actually, I should be careful. Cease and desist this.
Yeah, we'll have to create a pseudonym.
Millsong.
So good.
We lost
Songhill.
I wonder if she's restarting a computer.
They did say before that their computer was being shitty, right?
So Carl's gone as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna help find.
Cliff Tunes is the name of the...
Cliff Tunes.
Name of the instead of Hill Song, Cliff Tunes.
Cliff Tunes is good.
While they're both away, can I tell you a 30-second story?
Yeah.
I used to be a bouncer. I'm going to tell you anyway, but I just thought I'd warn you. I used to be a bouncer in Castle Hill for a company that was Castle Hill RSL, and at the time, this is like 20 years ago, that was the place to be. Like a lot of youths used to go there and stuff, and it was a massive RSL club, packed every single weekend, turned over hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue. RSL nightclub, dance floors, everything like that, and because it was in Castle Hill, where the big Hillsong church is in New South Wales. Hillsong tried to buy the RSL for Jesus. Yeah, they tried to buy like a nightclub effectively where people went to drink because if they bought it, they didn't have to pay tax on any of the revenue that they made. Cheeky, cheeky.
Cheeky. Okay, so where did Carl go? Did Carl just...
Everyone's just bailing.
They're just bailing.
I think he's weird.
Yeah, hold on. I'll be back in a sec. I'll go find them.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I'll be back. Hold on.
Fade to black. I swear to God.
So what? Okay, so D&D questions. What kind of my options for healers are cleric, druid. There's a warlock healer. There's a couple others, right?
Yeah. So
the sorcerer healer.
There's a divine sorcerer which can heal. There are. Yeah, like you said, there's a warlock which can heal. Clerics can heal. Obviously. There's lots of different flavors of clerics. I think it has like the second most different subclasses in the game, apart from wizard.
Yeah, I looked at Twilight Domain, which I thought was okay. But I think like peace, and then there was life. I think the other one was life or something like that. But I think from what I thought about with my character, the peace one is quite funny. And it gets sanctuary and stuff like that. So it's like I think that makes a lot of sense. And then I think what was the other one? I had them all written down here earlier. There's a few like other ones, right? Like life domain was the other one. Sorry,
there's quite a lot of cleric subclasses. There's life. There's arcana. There is like all of them are every cleric is a pretty powerful healer. But it's what flavor do you want out of it? As well as you kind of get
different access to different. You get access to like different spells depending on which domain you take.
Okay.
Interestingly,
you get access. Oh yeah, some spells you won't have access to.
Some you won't have. Like a grave domain cleric has completely different shit to a life domain cleric, but like. You pick from the same spell list, but I think your features are slightly different.
You get one or two spells that other clerics don't.
Well, the only reason why I looked at peace when I was looking through it today, it wouldn't be till later because I wouldn't want to start at 7th level. But at 7th level, you get a resilience sphere, and so I can cast it on myself, and no one can come near me.
Jesus Christ!
Put yourself in a giant hamster ball.
Disgusting.
I like that.
My character is gonna try and we're gonna high five. We're gonna chest bump.
God, I'm gonna hate your character
You are gonna
so much.
get it.
So Bunty, you're moving away from the organized crime.
I might kind of go lighter with it and kind of be like, maybe Himbo Chad Boy is just athletic, like in his day-to-day life. Like maybe he is just, good at being a jock. And maybe he does have Nana, and maybe Nana has been sick, and he needed money to help Nana, so he went and asked a favor and can't pay it back. They're like, figure it out. And so I reckon he's probably in that locker room trying to like get signatures to be like, hey, would you consider like sponsoring me as like, I don't know, like,
good. Well, got to take care of Nana. Like that's in debt enough. Like she is.
That's the campaign name.
Gotta take
care of Nana.
So true. I really like that.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's all perfect.
And I can be like any kind of martial class from that perspective. Like
you can be martial class. You can be. I mean, you can flavor various different like if you want to have a little touch of magic, ranges and anything like that. If you. Okay. Right.
No, I won't be a ranger. No, thank you. No, I'm not going to rope trick the whole campaign. No, thanks.
Why? That's all you can do till level 6.
That is not
You've
the
done that
case
bit.
at all. That is not the
No,
case
okay.
at all.
Okay. You don't get much else besides rope trick. Okay,
No.
up until like level
No.
4. Well, hear me out. Hear me
No,
out.
that's not
but
true.
The most effective way to play that class is to just shoot from the shadows. Am I wrong?
Correct. If you want to deal damage.
that's the boring part. Is you have to like. Yes, there are other things you can do.
There
right?
are cool
But
arrow spells that you get. You get like
I used them.
You did occasionally.
Lightning arrow, fire arrow. But you know what deals more damage?
You never used
Find
lightning
somewhere
arrow,
to be in the shadow.
and fire
I did.
arrow isn't a thing. Used
No, it's fire of. Hang on, I've got it here.
He used hail of
I got it
thorns.
because I prepared it. Wait a second. Wait a second.
$20 is $20, said somebody in chat. Gotta take care of Nana. $20 is $20. That's gonna be his mentality. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't care where the money came from. He said it was on the level. I thought I could trust him. Oh, he's stupid, guys.
He's
Oh,
wrong.
he's stupid.
Yes.
So you no longer gave your actual body up. Correct.
Yeah, no. I'll leave my haunted suit of armor for a slightly different vibe, I
Yeah.
reckon.
What level are you
He's-
thinking of Himbo Chad Boy? Vaguely.
Depends on what I take. I think
Yeah.
I can get away with being fairly low to fit the bill with most things. Maybe, I don't know, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to have a look. I'll have to like solidify a class and then just kind of think where he would scale on the spectrum when it comes to skills that he has, life experience, things like that.
Yeah.
So Carl's a bard. Carl's a bard.
Bard.
Okay,
I really
Phil.
Like this. So
was
to
Phil
be
gonna
clear,
be?
Carl,
Sorcerer.
you're a
I think.
cheerleader slash
Sorcerer.
like mascot slash
Yeah,
marching
I think-
band. This
I
is
think I want
because
to be. Oh, because.
the team is like pretty poor, and so they can bear like they don't have. You are the only one. You are
Yeah,
all
yeah.
three of those things, and you are
Yeah.
the only one.
The
doing
one
it.
man band.
Yeah,
Do
you're
the
the one-
intro song and they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen," and then
Yeah.
play. I was
Yeah.
trying to. I'm thinking of maybe I was the like head cheerleader or cheerleader from the old team.
Yeah.
Like the team before was
Mm.
probably my connection to it, and then now either I'm still doing it or I'm like, I don't know how
Yeah.
it's gonna come to
No,
pass. But now I'm
that's
playing
perfect.
and I'm not good at the sport. I was like, I'm just a cheerleader,
Yeah.
you know. But I know the
Yeah.
rules and I know how the game works.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
rubbish at it.
Perfect. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
that's sick. It's like
Okay.
you've watched enough from the sidelines where you're like, I know how this shit works, but
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
it was sport.
It's
That's for
Um,
D&D
meatheads.
knowledge. I'm like,
Okay.
I get it.
how,
I get it.
how I can
just don't wanna
flex my
do it.
pecs.
Why are you in debt, Carl, my boy?
Because he's a musician.
Yeah, well, so
Yeah.
I had musician in here as well, and I don't know if there's a
Sorry.
like a
Sorry.
version. No, it's perfect. It's actually literally what I'm like.
Carl, I
Obviously,
love you.
obviously in debt.
Hold on, I'll be
Um,
right back.
Wow,
Also leaving.
never return. I was thinking, I don't know if there's a version of In This World of the classic, like I was in a band, we got signed, but our thing flopped hard. it was,
Oh,
like,
you went
money.
too far into it.
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
like-
Shit record label.
Yeah, yeah, and they millions of gold to make the greatest of out shows, and no one
then,
came.
like, were you a little bit famous and then it dropped off quick?
Yeah, I think it's like, or maybe like famously bad. You know, like
Oh, you're
you know
like
what I mean? Like the joke was on me, but I
notorious,
didn't know or
infamous.
something. Yeah, that Milli Vanilli kind of situation or something, and it just
Or
died
like
in the ass.
like Rebecca Black.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
or
And-
like the lyrical,
my
I
song
think,
is
is another
everywhere,
one.
like,
Oh my
other
God.
bots.
You're such a
Wow, I would take like famously bad over over not famous.
Oh, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you
Yes, ma'am.
Google Rebecca Black 2025?
She's
Yeah,
awesome now.
She's
She's
rad.
sick.
Yeah,
She's
nope.
DJing
What
now.
Carl's gonna think. Yep. Just wanted to see his reaction in real time.
Okay, what do I got? Images or something?
Yeah, I'll do.
Hot and gay. Good for her.
Maybe he was a star
Um,
player who had to quit due to an injury and became a cheerleader because he still loves the game. I like that too.
Which one was that?
Someone, Alcina in chat is like, maybe you were
Ooh.
a star player. That also kind of works for Bones' character as well. Maybe like played at some point. But,
maybe he's like been bumped down to like assistant coach, like was injured or something, or like
that you were
I don't know.
And you've been recovering, and you're like,
yeah, it's like he was kind of like living the lifestyle and like thought that he could afford to take care of Nana, and then something happened, and now he's like, he's not in a way to like take care of her, and it's like, oh, you owe us money because we've been making sure that Nana's been healthy and fine.
You were like a rising star.
Yeah.
And then you had some like terrible injury.
Ooh.
And now you're coming like it's coming back. And now you're mostly okay again.
Yep.
And maybe you used to be like, level 7 or 8, and then like this kind of like you had to take a sideline for a while.
Yeah.
I like that. I dig on
yeah.
that. And maybe like, so you got to take care of Nana. She's now like, you weren't able to do that, so you kind of burnt through all your savings.
Yeah.
Because you were kind of flying like you were like
flying high with
athlete, just being like
who's a fucking idiot. Like he made poor investments. It's just like it's like
Bitcoin, NFTs.
Yeah. He would never. It was more like magic beans, you know what I mean? It's
like buying
check these beans out.
Yeah. I think
they're fucking magical, dude. You're fucking joking. I'll take 10,
He
dude.
just eats them.
Yeah.
Nana. Magical beans. This fucking dude Kai and so many these magical beans.
I like the idea of sort of like a torn ACL or something like that, or you've just got a javelin in you, like it's and it has to stay there, or else like it's worse if you
the vital organs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it was like a heavy like traumatic brain injury, and he's like slow because of it now. Like he's recovering, and it's like he doesn't fully have the function that he had before. It's like because like in D&D it's like obviously clerics. It's like, oh, we can heal you. We can make your body better. It's like, bro, how are you gonna fix my brain?
Yeah.
What's the thing from Too Many Concussions? Fucking CT.
What is that? Yeah.
Someone on the chat will know, but you can have that
head trauma. Like
I don't want to fly too close to like real life traumatic brain injuries for out of respect for folks who do suffer from that. But the idea is like from the perspective of like being in a magical game where you can wish people's limbs back. It's kind of like something preventative
your whole,
in that
upper torso
vein.
and head got smushed. And then, like, they rebuilt your body, but you're like, I'm
the rebuilding me.
Back.
Maybe I'm getting tech. Maybe like I lost a limb, and they're like, we can't grow that back, but we'll give you some tech for it. And he's got like robo arm or something, and he's like, I don't know fully how to use this yet. It's difficult, like, and a recovery process in that.
And then
has been hard.
The recovery process, and then like the payments now on it.
Yes.
Ongoing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
It'd be cool if we were like the greatest player of all time as well, and then the injury, like they were going to be the greatest player, like that number one
the trajectory.
Yeah, and then just like bam.
Oh, that's why people like us, because there's one person on the team. Like all these fans are like, yes.
And they lose their mind when he comes on, but he just never performs.
And the rest of us fucking losers. We're just the worst. The worst.
You can be our team captain. You just signed us all on. You're like, yeah, hell yeah, join the team, dude. Like, you just like
anyone that wants to ever go. Come on over, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm looking for people with the right stuff, It's not about muscle. No, it's about your heart. Your heart is the biggest muscle. Actually, I think your skin's the biggest muscle. I don't know if that's... Or is that an organ? I don't know the difference. Let's just get out there, gang. Let's
it's about the vibe, dude. It's about the vibe, dude. Hell yeah. I'm going to hate this character and love it at the same time. Yeah.
I told myself I wouldn't be the character that like knew how to play the game, but here I am, the fucking team leader now and the stage. Sure, let's do it. Fuck it, yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
You know what'd be funny? What if you can't read the playbook? So you're really good at the game, right? You're really good if people tell you what to do, and that way Lontre's character actually has to still direct us. So like you can do anything. Like if they go until your injury, it's like jump over these 5 players and then do a backflip and score a touchdown. Before your injury, you could, right? Now you're not slipping through the cracks anymore because you can't read. Like you don't have a good coach to say do this, and then people are like, what do we do? And you're just like, We just got a vibe, dude. We got a vibe. It's just,
yeah.
It's got a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of like
110%.
short-term memory, long-term memory. It's all just kind of a little wishy-washy, maybe.
Yeah, just kind of like somebody kind of
there.
went through it, is a bit loose, and would be considered washed, but is coming back for a second go at it. Let's see what happens here. Team to watch. What's his team? His team must be amazing. They gotta carry him, right?
You don't recognize me. You're like, who's that? Been here the whole time.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. I'm a fucking himbo Chad. Excellent.
I've written himbo Chad boy. Yeah. Gotta
That's
take
all
care
you
of
need.
Nana. Star player, rising star, took a dangerous injury, recovering.
Yep.
Cool. Lovely. And then like for your debt stuff, like you are, do you want to go with prosthesis?
Yeah, if it's like, if that's something I can do, if that's like something that is like also ethical as an able-bodied person outside the player experience, I am.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to touch on some stuff that's probably a little bit unfortunately real to people with prosthetics, is in that like it is prohibitively expensive, and it is a kind of capitalist hellscape where you constantly have to have it repaired, upkept.
Yeah. Okay.
All
yeah.
that
Cool.
kind of stuff.
I also like the idea of the tech being maybe belongs to what is it? Illitech was the name of the, where it's kind of like, all right, we want to keep you up
on a leash, essentially.
On a leash as well.
They could always take it back.
They can always take it back and repossess your limbs and your body, and that's pretty fucked. Oh god, like the bionic eye situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Okay.
There's a cleric domain called Fetus Domain.
You are probably looking at, I would imagine, some homebrew there.
Okay. It's on D&D Beyond. I'm looking on D&D Beyond right now.
Homebrew on it. I don't know.
Like, okay.
I don't love that.
No, it means they eat. It says they eat a lot. Is the lore behind it, right? But it's just called Festus. It's not fetus.
Oh,
Festus.
Panda! I thought you were talking about the people who stand outside of the front of the abortion clinics with the signs that say, the abortion is murder. Like, what the fuck is it? What domain is it? What the fuck? What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Fetus
Sorry,
domain.
I'm half reading it on my side monitor, but probably should have made that a bit bigger text. Strong stomach. I started reading. I was like, this doesn't make much sense. You can cast create water and create food whenever you want. Yeah, it's not lining up.
It doesn't feel correct. All right, I'm good. I'm gonna go and make my character now.
Okay.
So Fel is sorcerer.
I think so.
Sorcerer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we got sorcerer, Bones probably monk.
Monk or fighter.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and pick something. Oh,
you can also probably be a fight. You can be an unarmed fighter now, pretty well. I'm also happy for you guys to use like 5.5 or whatever it's called rules. It's pretty compatible with what we already have. Especially, it gives more options to fighters and martial characters to have like weapon specializations and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. So if you want to,
I'm gonna punch people with my fucking fists.
Yeah, I'm happy for you to get involved in that.
Then Panda, you're going.
I think cleric. Probably goblin cleric.
Okay, bad.
No, cleric, not bad.
Goblin cleric.
I know. Then Carl's gonna go bad. So okay. Then
I'm a tiefling. I'm gonna be a tiefling this campaign.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be the devil. I've never played a tiefling before, so here we go.
Really?
They're great fun.
That does.
I know,
surprise me.
right? I typically go for like I was like an Esima, and then I was a 1T, and I typically go the Angel Boys because I just think they're pretty, but I was thinking of just being like an alabaster white tiefling and like just being kind of, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Be a devil.
Sweet.
How are we doing stats and stuff?
Stats? You can roll or just pick. I don't mind.
Roll.
Yeah.
Hate rolling.
I always roll.
I do standard array all the time just because it's like,
I'd point by
I don't know.
whatever, it's fine. Like,
Standard is
Yeah.
start building, right? Is that if I'm looking at thing?
yeah, I would suggest doing point buy.
Huh.
Joel, if you really want to roll,
Yeah.
you can roll.
Always roll and
Roll
always
some-
regret it.
Okay,
So I'm gonna be a
Joel.
barbarian if that fits the group.
You're gonna be barbarian,
Because then,
okay.
I think because it was something that I talked about super briefly with Carl like a week or two ago when I was like, I just need to tell someone a week or whatever. I just need to tell someone this idea, and then he was like, "You'd be like a barbarian," and then I took the fail, and I was like, I can't keep this a secret. And so
So you're
both of them were,
barbarian.
so
So is that the straight down the line dwarf guy, or is that living toy, or is that a different
living
thing?
toy that has tantrums that is barbarian.
Tantrums?
So because they learned from their owner being a baby, they kind of like get really overwhelmed when the sport game is going on. Like they
Okay.
get really like emotionally
Well,
excited
there's a
and
lot of different
overwhelmed.
ways you could go about it, right? They either tantrums, or that it's like, because it's called barbarian rage, but if you just look at the mechanics, you get you get resistance to a lot of damage, right? And you get you do more damage. So it could be like you're an enchanted toy. You could be like, either burning that enchant, like you could be like higher, like putting out more power. You could be like a defensive mode that you go into like to protect your child. Or it could be tantrum. I'm just saying, like, there is a lot of different ways to flavor it.
Okay.
If you want to think out just outside of like angry rage, that there's ways to do that. But I do like throwing a temper tantrum.
I just can't tell. I think it has to be a soft toy with one button for an eye, like it's a Cyclops soft toy, and it has one button in the middle.
My god. I did that. Okay, so you
And like little belts keeping it together. So it's like when they have like little, instead of the stitching, but there's also like little belt things across the the waist where you could open it.
Patched up? Are you like a fresh new toy? Are you patched up, like well worn and like kind of semi put back together?
I think like because it was a giant, it's like it looks like leather has been patched together in like almost like, I almost feel like Ralph Wiggum was a soft toy. Like if you imagine just Ralph Wiggum, but then but
Okay.
that's the energy, like a little Cyclops soft toy. But it's got like 2 or 3 fingers and a thumb. Like it's got opposable.
Yeah.
But
How do you feel?
yeah.
How do you feel about being there's a couple of different ways we could go, obviously. You could be the team's mascot and you're alongside Carl. Like you're the only two on the team.
Hey.
Fucking look at that.
And
Yeah, what about this one? It's dice. It's just dice. No, it's not even Carl's. Carl's is behind me somewhere.
Look how
I just
cool
wanted
that
to
looks.
tease him.
That's for the sport campaign.
So true.
Can we make it so Joel takes a disadvantage if the enemy's on his left, or whichever one is the button?
Oh, I went to the Cyclops eye in the middle.
But he
Oh,
had
you
like a
mean-
normal line.
They
of
saw-
buttons.
So you have poor
If he has
depth
one
perception.
button left, and the other button is just like threads.
Yeah,
that are
like-
just sitting there loose.
And that's
I
not because
like
he's now a Cyclops.
I'm-
Steph in chat is like, maybe people assume wrongly that he's the mascot because of his vibe, but actually he's trying to be so serious for real. He's like, I'm gonna be a player someday.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Everyone just refers to me as a mascot, but I'm trying desperately to like.
Okay,
Oh, this is gonna
so
be so hard playing a serious soft toy.
you don't have to be serious.
I love it.
I kind of want to try this now.
Yeah, I dig it. I like this idea. In its whole. So are you committed to? Do you really want to do the giant, like you were a Giants toy thing?
How evil is this?
What I'm
Yeah.
running
Yeah.
into is that like the world feels less storybook fantasy, which is where that would live. However, what we could
Yeah.
do is that like that was your history, but you got like like you fell to Earth. You were passed around. Did you watch it was a Marvel animated show. It was actually really good. Called it was like a kind of sequel to the Suicide Squad, the Monster Squad. Did anyone watch this? Am I crazy? Monster Squad, Suicide Squad. What is it called?
Oh, is it the new cartoon DC one?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's DC. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yes, DC, not Marvel.
I wasn't going to say
Commandos,
anything.
it's called. So Creature Commandos, great, actually fucking incredible show.
Very good show, very funny.
They have a robot in it who is the first robot ever made, and he likes killing Nazis, and that's the only thing he does.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Excellent.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. Because he's my favorite.
It shows you the flashback of his life at one point, and he's just kind of gone from collector to collector as like a weird oddity since World War II, and like getting thrown around. But like that could be you were this arcane force, and then you somehow made it way back to like the prime material plane, and then you've just been an arcane oddity. But because you don't really have, you're not like useful. You're kind of good as kind of like a set of hands, but occasionally you have these tantrums, and like you're very dangerous because of that. So yeah, we can go that route if you'd like, or we can go like you were a kind of tech, like not tech, but like you were an artificer made construction product that never worked out. What are you feeling, or like any other option that appeals to you?
I feel like it can totally be that second one, but I was just made to keep kids entertained. Like I was designed to keep the kids entertained while a game was playing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to but then I threw tantrums, and they're like, "We can't.
Yeah,
we can't be near."
There's only one prototype model that ever got made. Yeah, I like that you were a prototype model, and then you were just like the learning algorithm was too good in you, but you learned off of kids, and so I like that.
I just get really excited and just break stuff.
Yeah,
but in an excited way, like get really worked up to be like, "Oh my god, we're gonna play the game," and then just break something, and everyone's like, "No," but also serious.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Look at you go. You're the only prototype that ever got made. So you want to go with like you were a like kid's mascot. So you're all like soft and fluffy looking, but you're like ever got made. Okay, I love that. And so do you want to go with like we can go like Warforged. We could also go Plasmoid, which is a race that got introduced that is like a jelly creature that can like you can slide, like they can like their bodies are malleable, and so I think that might be an interesting way to do it, more than just like reskinning like Warforged, which is like totally doable.
Yeah, it doesn't show up in my D&D Beyond, but I'm down to do it.
Yeah, your D&D invite is not giving me the access to all of the things. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm bad at stuff.
Ooh, I might have.
Sorry. Join the campaign. Let me
Buy
see.
it for me, Jack.
Get a character.
D&D.
My account is unlocked. It should have everything.
It's interesting. Sources, homebrew, no homebrew. Legacy, components, partner content.
Yeah, I have everything.
Okay, I'll just have a better look.
What is Plasmoid from?
Actually, maybe I should be an Aarakocra. Just scrap this stuff to
Bird.
Maybe it depends on what you turn on in the setup stage, like what.
Perhaps.
Plasmoids.
Get the plasmoids.
You come to me on the day of my plasmoid wedding.
I'm gonna miss playing a scummy little mafia boy, but I'm going for sexy devil himbo Chad.
Hell yeah.
I'm never beating the twink allegations.
True.
I really like you obviously do what you want, but I just really like the idea because you get like amorphous, so you can squeeze through a narrow space as narrow as 1 inch wide, provided you wear carrying nothing. You also have the advantage on ability checks you make to initiate or escape a grapple. As an action, you can reshape your body to give yourself a head, 1 or 2 arms, 1 or 2 legs, and makeshift hands and feet, or you can revert back to a limbless blob. Like, I just like the idea that you were kind of this like amorphous child, like entertainer character. I don't know. That's
like a
your
gummy
business.
bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's exactly what it is.
Or like, you know, like you're like a sack filled with that Newtonian slime.
Oh my
You know,
god.
that like gets harder under like, you know, kids love slime.
Yeah.
Someone said he's playing as Ditto. That's funny.
Yeah, you're playing Ditto. Oobleck.
Do you think I'll need to be some sort of like damage dealer as well as a cleric, or I can just go full healer one?
No, you can go full healer. You can like so there's a lot.
Because I know there's like Twilight.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and I will make problems and like game, especially like the actual like game sessions, interesting for you guys to play. Obviously, like, so because you're not necessarily having to like, you can hurt and damage and kill the other team, right? But you can also just put the ball in the hole, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna go peace.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You can also like take damaging spells and whatnot.
Yeah, you get to pick your spells.
You do.
Implement of peace. Persuasion or performance? I don't know what the hell this means.
Joel, why are you in debt?
Well, this is hard. Is it?
Maybe it takes a lot to keep you running. And so, like,
Ooh.
the team is
Yeah.
like, look, I'm sorry, like, it's not looking good for you, bud. Like, I would love to keep you on, but it's...
They're gonna
run
shut
out
me
of-
down.
Yeah, because the parts that make you up maybe are expensive, and like, you know, we gotta, if more parts break off you, bud, I mean, what are we gonna do? I mean, you're a prototype model. We can't get a box of spare parts. We have to make things custom. That's expensive. Look, bud.
Yes. I am down. I have a story about, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but someone I know has a pacemaker, as some people out there in the world have. And when they got rid of the 3G mobile network, they were basically like, hey, you need to get a new pacemaker in the next 4 months because your current one will just no longer be monitored. They're like, you need to get a 4G pacemaker by this date, or we just won't monitor your pacemaker anymore. That's terrifying. That's all I can think about with the, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that like the whatever. Okay, this is Simon Abbott in chat is like magic power system needs replacing. I like the idea that like you need some form of, you don't have to answer this now, but you need some form of magical juice to keep you going. And what is that? Like, what powers you?
I mean, fame.
Children's love.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
you have
something
to win.
expensive. What is something expensive? Okay, something
like diamonds.
Diamond dust.
Human
Yep.
brains.
Is that expensive in D&D? What's expensive in D&D?
I mean, diamond is
Resurrection.
Diamond is like often used as like spell components, so that would make sense. Human brains.
That
No, those
feels
are
a little
diamond
bit
dozen.
scary,
You can
though.
get so many of
You're
those.
constant. You have a churning like gears that just like mulch up human
Wait.
brains. in order.
Does
to
it
keep you
have to be
running.
specifically human? So no elves, no dwarves, no.
Yeah, it's very
Just
specific.
human.
No, yeah, I like that idea, and
Oh,
that's
man.
like that's why it's become so expensive to keep you running.
What about metal, but just a lot of it? So it's like he's just trying to get scrap metal all the time, and
they're
it's
like,
just
"Oh, we made this
disappearing into
incredible
him.
machine. All you need to do is feed him scrap metal, but it's like, oh,
Yeah.
he needs so much. I like that.
So it's just like,
Everybody's
yeah, like
swords
people
and
drop
shit.
weapons, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Where'd my weapon go?" And it's like, I don't know.
It's just the sound of like someone chewing aluminium foil.
Grinding.
It's just like-
It's just this mincing sound.
His body is a machine that runs on the approval of his fans.
Aw.
I really like this. Okay, so you need think about it. Have some kind of definite answer. You need some kind.
I think
of
scrap metal.
fuel.
Just a lot,
Yeah,
a lot, and a ridiculous amount.
ridiculous amount.
Fucking
of
hell.
scrap metal.
Kid,
Like
dude.
he's already, you know how like you build up junkyards and stuff? He's already gone through the local junkyard. There's no
Yeah.
more scrap at the tip.
Yeah.
Gone.
And so you're the mascot temporarily. Like you are you okay with being the mascot? What do you think? What
Yeah.
connection do you have to the team? Do you reckon?
I think one day I was just walking along, and Bones' character was just enlisting someone else, and my character was like, and just pointed at themselves, and Bones' character's like, yeah, sure, like whatever. Like he's just
So-
an accidental.
so you
He
imagine
thinks
this-
he's
this-
a part of the team.
You imagine this like walking
Okay, fine.
creature that is a unique creature is just walking around on the street. Like you have like a normal life. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, yeah, no mascot, but thought that they got pointed at to be on the team, so they think they've been
Oh.
signed up.
So you think,
Like they're a
Aw.
mascot, but they
Thinking that,
think. Yeah.
buddy. You keep thinking
Oh,
like,
no.
next sub, I'm in. I'm on.
Yeah.
I better
That's
be
what they're
ready.
hanging out and doing the mascot stuff. Yeah, but then
Yeah.
they just think they're on the bench. Yeah.
Any day now, any day.
I'm gonna write like mascot, like. Okay, tell me if this is too much, but like you're also like if there's spills in the locker room, it's like get the robot to just
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
mascot.
100%. Like the
Like-
water boy from Waterboy.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Wow,
exactly
that's
what
what
I was
this
thinking.
is.
Adam Sandler's
Wow.
Waterboy character.
You're the
Bobby-
mascot
Bobby
slash water boy slash janitor.
Yeah.
Needle dick, H2O. Water sucks. It
Am I not
really,
as loud
really
as-
sucks.
Okay, in chat, am I as loud as everyone else?
They've only been telling you for an hour.
Have they? God
I don't
damn
know.
it!
No, I'm a dick. I don't know if that's true.
I can bump myself up. Is that better?
Bump it up.
Okay.
Needle dick. Needle dick.
What? I don't know what that is.
It's
Um,
from Waterboy.
How...
From the movie. I know. I loved the Waterboy.
Love to be Waterboy.
Gatorade.
I'm
H2O.
going to just trying to get your attention. I didn't notice that.
Ugh.
Very expensive room, but that's just so true.
Carl. So
I just
Carl and
just that.
Joel. Again, you start to try and think of like character names and stuff.
Coom Coom.
Goom Goom. God. I like to think you have kind of like you have like the name of your product is like the Happy Bear, and it's like you refer to it like I don't know.
Okay, what about the Z4C model?
So you sound like a fighter
They
jet.
call it, yeah, they
Or
call
a
it Zach for
graphics card.
short. Z4C.
Okay.
Z4C, damn it, Zachary.
Z4C. You want to be called the Z4C?
It's Zach. It's the Zach. It's Zach.
No.
Not allowed
Okay.
to
I
we-
hate it here.
The one thing we learned from last campaign is
Am I
you were
right?
banned
Yeah.
from naming your
Yeah,
cat
that's true.
Z4C. God damn
Thank
it.
you.
I thought you were saying Z Force Z.
Same.
Oh, see, that's kind of cool.
Z-Force C. Okay. You're so Joel. You're a living toy. You're the only prototype that ever got made. You're the mascot / water boy / janitor. You need ridiculous amounts of scrap metal.
Yeah.
Hence the debt. Okay, so you and Carl.
Yeah, and I'm constantly stealing scrap metal, but denying it. Is also just to clarify.
you like have like a child's way of lying, where it's like you have like this is clearly a massive hole out of this wall. And you're like,
can your name be Scrap, but we all just call you Crap, and we get rid of the S, and everybody just rubs the S out and calls you Crappy.
Yes.
Scrappy, Scrappy.
You're Scrappy. You're the perfect household. Like, okay, you entertain children. You get rid of waste. But like, it turns out
that's actually how he's designed.
Yeah,
he was designed to be a way to get rid of waste.
But you needed way too much
waste.
You started actually eating people's houses.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a suit of armor this campaign. That would have been problematic for me.
True that.
It would have been chewing on my butt cheeks the whole time, being like, nom.
Scrappy,
Yummy.
the living,
Scrappy,
the perfect household.
And the teams companion. In the locker room call you Crappy, and you're like, yes, that's right, Scrappy. They're like, yeah, all right, whatever. All right, mate. All right, champion. Whatever you say.
Perfect personal, perfect companion for the home.
Is Elric a very goblin-y name? Because I've got a backup.
Oh, what's your backup?
Rubble Dawn Whisper.
Rubble
Dawn Whisper. Rubble?
Rubble.
Yeah, Rubble.
Pretty good.
Rubble. Rubble? Okay.
I like Rubble.
I also like Brother Elric quite a lot as well.
I do too as well. Like, they're both good. I feel like Brother Elric is very gnomish, I guess. It feels like in that. But I like the idea that a goblin has that name.
I mean, a goblin named Rubble. Remember, I had a goblin named Dirt. Like, that's pretty...
That's right! Yeah. You would!
Like, Rubble's pretty good. Yeah.
It could be Brother Rubble.
Brother Rubble I really like.
Brother No Touchy.
Nice.
Brother No Touchy.
No Touchy.
I too love Dirt, Dimitri. I miss her.
Oh, I love Dirt.
She had the worst voice ever for me to keep up, but she was great.
Dirt's voice again.
Brother.
What was Dirt? She talks like this, so I have to
That was insane for you to pull that out. We were like,
I was so gravelly. It was awful.
I love it.
All right. So Carl,
brother.
Let's do, so yes, so what is your relationship with so actually, first of all, you have massive debts because of your infamously bad single that came out.
Yes.
Oh my god, I did some stuff, obviously. That's amazing.
I feel like it was like one of those bads that like Friday, where it's like so bad but it is catchy somehow. Like it stays.
I feel
so
like
everybody
sings
it, but is it ironic?
Yeah. We hear other bards sing it and like and we're like, oh Jesus. And like, is it? I'm like, oh man.
Who are these debts to? Are they just to like a record company, or is it like have more nefarious?
That's what I
like.
I feel like it
ties.
I feel like it's front facing, like just so it has some like front facing, just a record company, but then like probably something a bit more sus.
Yeah.
But yeah, some sort of I don't know to fit in within your world, however, but yeah, some equivalent of a either it was a record company or a world tour, but no one came to any shows. The money was just, like
obliterated. Like I like that. Like there is like I feel like a trope of like old Hollywood types just being also like adjacent to people who can break in your kneecaps, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm feeling.
Frank Sinatra style.
In that kind of yeah.
Okay.
And they have other things like other. It's like it's not a front, but they do other kind of theft or on the sides, and then they run rings of criminals and they have a big record company, kind of like you hear about I
dig that.
Murder Inc. and stuff.
Murder Inc.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
So you and Scrappy have worked together for how long then? Because you guys are like working pretty close to each other.
Right. Okay. So, because of being the cheerleader of the last.
You're the cheerleader. He's the kind of mascot /
So were we? Because did you say we had like some sort of tie to the team before us?
Team before? No, there's the team that is playing that you are connected to.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
That you've been, you've been playing songs for them and whatnot.
Yeah, because all I had was music. And I tanked so hard at like performing that this is the only other thing I could make money doing. So I think I've been doing it for a while, ever since everything went quite under, and I was ashamed. So to stay out of the music world but still be doing music.
I was just playing Carl. This is shit. What do you mean? I'm joking. I love you. I'm joking. You're really good at music.
If I could do cheerleader stuff, mate, I would be famous. I wouldn't even waste my time with yeast cans.
And then what about if Scrappy, because Scrappy has no context about this song or anything, that's why we hang out? Like, Carl's character is just thankful that there's someone out there that doesn't
know at all.
He's like, you perform so well here at this sports thing. Like, you should really write some music and like get out there. And he's like, yeah, I should.
Thank you. You're the best. We just sit at break times instead of like, I need to come up with some sort of thematic name of, it's the blah blah guy.
Yeah. What is
song.
that? Your only homework is coming up with
Thursday?
that.
Did you write Thursday instead of Friday?
What about if you were called the Lyrical?
Okay. Yuck.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
This is why Carl didn't want to play a bard. He's like, fuck you all.
Because then he does music.
This is going to be a nightmarish campaign for us. This is going to be horrific.
Awesome.
Okay. Felicia.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to fill in anything else about your character? Since you went first.
So, door-to-door potion salesman we've got. But he's only doing that because... So I want to say that I want to say he's done something so dumb. I say he, she, maybe, I don't know. So dumb with their music damn it, with their song, their spells. I can't get off the bard thing. Their spells that the gods have been like, no, that's too stupid. You're not allowed to do that, because I feel like maybe they're a gambler, like a huge gambler, and they've just been using wish like right and left to win at gambling. So they just get that high of winning, but they're making it happen.
You've also read Discworld. I like the idea that Lady Luck, the god of luck, is like the most capricious god in that universe. Like anyone who's ever tried to make any kind of organized religion to pray to the lady, like, is immediately falls under, like, terrible accidents happen to any churches that are built in her name. Like, you do not talk about her, you just hope that she favors you. And you kind of pushed that a little far. I usually don't have like so much a strong hand that the gods are like involved in mortal affairs, but you're also pretty like godlike yourself.
Yes.
And then maybe it might be a thing of like what vice would you have as a level 20, but pre getting kind of knocked down a peg, like, because gambling seems like
that's pretty mundane.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good question. What kind of vices would a demigod have?
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. Maybe it's not whatever it is that caused you to get knocked down a peg. Maybe it's like stealing like ambrosia from the gods or whatever.
I don't mind that.
But now, yeah. So you're this like very
So,
powerful.
this is still saints, right? We're not actual
Yes,
gods,
not actual
but
gods.
it's
They're the
saints.
saints, which yeah. So there's saints which kind of like embody very specific purviews. In the same way that like the Catholics.
The Saint of Popcorn still around?
Is the Saint of Popcornism around? they died. I'm sorry to say.
No.
High cholesterol
They never
attack.
They live in our hearts, Joel.
Yeah, they will always be a real saint in this universe. This is a Marvel extended universe of all D&D games we've ever played, and there is a saint that
No,
is a
that's
popcorn
not.
maker.
That's not. I don't want to make
popcorn
that
comes out of
any
their head.
any new listeners. That's not true. You don't need to know
No, it's true.
so
anything
true.
else.
It's the truest thing he's ever said.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what accent do elves? What's the accent of an elvish
Are they
individual?
They're still, I believe
Still
they're southern.
They're still southern.
And
Very-
how does a giant sound?
Like this.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
All right, some things hold true.
So what if with saints?
Yeah.
What if with this person's power they decided that they wanted even more and that they wanted to take something from the saints and it happened to be someone involved in luck or something like that. And so or maybe money, someone that's like the patron saint of banks or some stupid thing like that, where like their assets all get frozen and they aren't able to touch anything, but also their spells because the other saints are mad about it.
I also kind of like the idea that, like, yeah, like, you're a very powerful figure in the city in the last couple decades. There's a pitch.
Let's hear it.
You attempted to do something, like, beyond the gods, like, bring someone back from the dead or something like that, like, who is, like, way too far gone. And not only were you, like, limited in power, but, like, your past and your future was taken away from you. Your future by taking away your power, your past by like your effect up until this point has just been kind of like your mark in history has been kind of wiped over.
Removed. Yeah. Woof. I like it. So no one knows who this person is.
Maybe. I mean, but that's also like kind of the joy of it is that like you're the kind of washed up hero, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah, we can roll around with this. I like the idea. You did something to offend the gods and the saints.
Was the Saint of Popcorn called the Colonel? Yes, it was and is, because remember, it's a real thing.
Who remembers that?
The listeners that care about this.
That's so true.
Not like this flippant DM who just throws these things and.
Okay, so you did something to offend the saints. Yeah.
I was gonna say the debt thing. What if I'm in debt to the sport itself as like the poster boy? It's like, oh, you can't ever leave this sport. You belong to
like
us.
streamers
so
who can't stop streaming their game.
Yeah, where it's
Sad.
just like you
I don't know what you're talking
signed
about.
a contract and he got injured, and it's like we'll make you better again, but you have to keep playing. And he's like,
Yeah,
you can't play at that level, and that's where the money
you
comes
signed
from.
a contract to be this,
Yeah.
and it's like you can't fulfill your contract now. Now
Yeah.
you're kind of like,
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like make it or not. Anyway, I don't want to interrupt, but yeah, I had a thought. I was just like, oh,
It's a good
what
thought.
if he's like beholden to the sponsors, where it's just like you are the golden boy,
Yeah.
you are the face, otherwise you will be replaced, basically. And he's kind of
Yeah.
like, can't have that. Got to take care of Nana.
Yeah.
Need to take care of my fucking Nan.
Take care of that.
Okay, I'm good. Yatta.
Okay. Level 20 sorcerer. You did something to offend the saints. I do like. I will go back on the like. I don't think it's as interesting for you to not have a history. So you have this like storied history, but I mean, maybe it's just like barely anyone believes that it was you because like
Because just so washed
now
up.
You're
just
so washed
like,
up. You're like drinking. You're gambling. The fact that you have debts is just kind of embarrassing for you. Like,
oh, it'd be totally embarrassing.
Right?
Yeah.
I dig on this. I think to offend the Saints, we've got to figure out what you did that was so wildly bad. And it could be like 50 years ago as well.
And it's just now catching up to me? Is that what you're saying?
No, that you've just been washed up for 50 years, right?
Oh.
Yeah. You've just been kind of like, because you're functionally immortal or whatever it is, like, or are you like you're a kind of more of a actual mortal lifespan kind of person?
No, I kind of dig the idea of functionally being immortal and having being that extremely top tier, but being put so low that it's just devastating.
Such a small cage. Where now it makes sense because you've kind of moved to these mundane vices of gambling, and it's it's so embarrassing for the hero of yore to the breaker of chains, the mightiest arcane vessel on the material realm is now just addicted to blackjack. It just sucks. You meet some of the people, your old adventuring party who have kind of moved on to be kind of forces, ethereal forces in this universe, and you're like, don't look at me, shut the fuck up.
No one come and visit. Literally no one comes over.
Don't. I'm not here. This is an extended bit. You're gonna all laugh.
That's right. Don't perceive me right now.
I like that. Washed up. Maybe you have a bet on the game.
You reckon? The game of life?
No, this sports
or the game that we're going to be playing. Okay. Yeah. I thought maybe I had a bet on the game of life and I made a wish that was going to make me win the game of life, all life, everywhere. And the gods were like, no.
No, can't be doing that.
Yeah. Can't be doing that.
You have a bet placed on the game.
Did Fell's character accidentally turn a saint into a potted plant? I'm not against it.
A classic. Maybe they've Steph says in chat, maybe they've been betting on all the other sports in the city, and Arkball is the only one they haven't been caught at yet. Yeah, caught cheating. Accidentally found themselves being a false prophet, and despite trying to deny it, too many people started following the gods caught wind. It's a contingent of really old people that come and support the games because they never forget. I kind of like the idea that
I like that last bit. That's nice.
Also that you tried to start a religion. I've always thought that belief kind of works in the same way that Discworld does in this universe, which is that belief
where
in a thing
you actually
creates it.
Yeah.
And so you were trying to kind of create a belief in a god, in a saint, in order to propel yourself to that level.
Into sainthood, yeah.
And you
I like Small Gods. It's one of my favorite.
Oh, it's the best.
Great book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a contingent of old people that know you as a hero because you
all your fans are geriatrics. They are, and I love them dearly.
Oh no.
Tried to create a religion.
I didn't try. It worked. I just got smacked down because of it.
Down by the saints.
Did I join your church and that's why I'm in debt?
Oh my god.
My church doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. Or if it does, it's very underground.
Neither does my money! My money!
Okay. So, let's go through some of the things. You can add stuff as you wish. Joel, you are the perfect companion for the home. Scrappy eats scrap metal lying around and entertains the kids. You both ate way too much scrap metal, and you were very dangerous to children because you learnt too much from them. You're the only prototype that ever got made. You are the mascot, water boy, janitor, and you continuously need enormous amounts of scrap metal to stay alive. I'll say also you say scrap metal. I think nicer metal is nicer for you.
Ooh.
So
then if I get more? Yeah, if I have scrap metal I have to eat all the time, but if I get really high grade stuff,
and so
mithril, I can chew on it for weeks.
Yeah, and you're often reduced to eating rusty scrap.
Yeah, from the garbage.
You mean the garbage can
it's
itself?
Not the garbage can itself.
We're all there. We're all there.
Yeah, we were there.
Okay, Panda, you are Brother Rubble.
Brother Rubble.
Goblin cleric germaphobe. You take care of.
I just want to tell you right now. The whole time I've been making stuff on the side, and everything I'm taking is so people can't touch me. I get to pick a spell. I took Gust, which pushes people 5 feet away from me. Ooh, get away.
Holy shit.
You can take Command, just flee.
Leave.
Oh my god.
I love that. So here's the thing. I'm gonna push a little bit more on the debt angle for you. You are going to have the church bought. It is going to be the land is going to get bought from you unless you're able to pony up quite a significant sum.
The grubby kids will be homeless again.
Yeah, as well as you.
Yeah, more importantly, me.
Yeah, yeah, and it's going to be
you know what's outside? Dirt.
Yeah, it's going to be a significant sum of money too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean is this so that's going to be one of the two organizations or families, nothing to do with the actual church themselves, right?
Yes, your church is being bought up by one of the probably Iltek or the first apothecary.
Scumbags. Okay.
Scumbags. Do you know any of the other players, do you reckon? The other characters?
Okay.
Here's my pitch for being in the thing. This team in particular, this underdog team, has reached out and been or you've reached out, either one. There is a contact there that you are able to meet the team prior to the game happening.
Okay.
And so you're bringing it's kind of like a little day trip for the kids to go see the underprivileged kids go and get to go backstage, meet the team, and get nice seats for the game.
Or mainly one player. They don't care about the rest. They just want to meet the one player.
Yeah, they want to
meet the king.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Because this is supposed to be the first day that he's come back, right?
What if my character was an orphan?
Oh,
yeah. Nana is his adopted mum or grandmother.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, what a great outreach program, the community. And so he invites Panda, the Brother Rubble, and the kids from the orphanage. It's come and meet a team, and kind of sees it as good.
Yeah, come see my first game back.
It's come see the first game back of the king. The king's playing. Come.
Yeah.
Can we just?
Yeah, he needs to look good for sponsors, kind of thing.
Can we say as well, Zach? You keep saying backstage. Yeah, if you say that one more time, even though I work with anti-bullying, I may start bullying you. Okay, locker room. Locker room. Man.
He looks like he needs some cyberbullying. God damn.
Yep.
You take the players backstage. Just sports games. You scored so well in theater. I can tell.
I didn't. This is the thing. I wanted to do drama, at my high school, and they didn't run the class in year 11 and 12. It's
Well,
worse
you
than
didn't
being
do
a theater
sports.
kid. I was the wannabe theater kid.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so that's why I'm there. I'm bringing the kids there to meet the superstar and others.
Yeah.
Others. Yes, go and play, children. Go and play.
Go and play.
Yeah.
I like that.
Can I play a recording? It goes for 4 seconds. I made a recording of what I think the voice should sound like for this character, and now I need to try and remember how I did it.
Ooh, okay.
But this is what I'm hoping I'll do. Or is it? Hang on.
I'm making this video so I can remember what the voice sounds like. This is ridiculous. June says my next character should sound like this. So we'll see.
That's what you're gonna hear.
I love
for
Brother
the
Rumble.
next 2 years.
It
Okay?
is the Timu Mickey. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Now I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timu Mickey Mouse. So
He's angry. He sounds.
I'll
like
work on it. I'll work on it.
past.
Oh fuck.
Also, Zach, I spent way too long making this, but I'm going to share it because I realized I can. I have made the prototype for my character.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
Whoa.
Basically, the jankiest Photoshop job ever of using cutout again and again and again on a button, a belt. I cut out a belt buckle 3 times on the stomach and a teddy bear
That's
where I
pretty
just
good.
morphed up his head.
great.
I'm feeling,
Hey,
got scrap on the name.
I'm gonna
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
crap.
excuse me.
do this.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's pretty cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Scrap.
I like it.
Scrap.
Scrappy.
So cute.
That's why if anyone was wondering what I've been focusing on for this whole session since after saying this is what I'm doing, I've been like, why
Definitely
is it so
wasn't
hard?
everyone else's ideas. Definitely wasn't anything useful.
It's true.
Fuck you guys.
I was listening. I was it was good listening. It's ADHD listening. It's like when you fidget with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In your face, Zach. Zach once yelled at me for playing with dice. And
No,
buying
it wasn't
more
with dice.
in
It was with a
D&D
toy
session.
car. You were playing with a
Yeah,
toy
true.
car, and you kept holding it up to the camera and showing
Yeah,
everyone the
where's
toy
my car? It's such a cool car.
Okay.
The level
So
of
good.
unbridled ADHD in this group chat is fucking whack.
Okay.
I'm looking at cleric spells. There's one that I can take that's low level called Sword Burst, and it spawns swords around me. They just spin around me, and people
He's gonna
can't come
stab
near
me.
me.
He's gonna stab my character. I'm gonna go and high five him, and he's going to fucking stab me. I'm gonna be like, yeah, up top, brother.
He's gonna be like, absolutely not. He's just gonna bust you away.
I'm gonna.
Okay, so that's Panda, Brother Rubble, and Scrappy. Bones. Is there anything more?
Yo.
So I've got Himbo Chad Tiefling. Orphan, you're the one inviting Brother Rubble. You gotta take care of Nana.
Gotta take care of Nana.
and
Nana's
then-
been taking care of me, so now I gotta. The debt is not only to the people who own my body, but to Nana as well.
So you're a rising star. You're a star player. You took a dangerous injury. You're recovering. You have a prosthetic leading you to debt. You also signed the contract. You're owned by the sponsors. So the sponsors are you are kind of owned by the sponsors who have given you the prosthetic. And there is a lot of pressure on you that your return goes smoothly.
Make it good. You have to come back. You're the face. This is do it right or else. And it's kind of like hee trying to be chill about it. Trying to be good.
But it's like it's gonna be the chop shop for you if this goes.
It's scary shit. It's scary cutthroat shit.
Yeah. Carl.
Yes.
Are we any close to a name for your bard?
I think I want to call him Numair because it's like fancy.
Numair.
Spell Numair.
Am I gonna fall in love with this person?
Numair.
Numair. Wonderful. What? So you're a bard? What?
Bard?
What kind
I
of
think he's
creature
just.
are you?
I think he's just gonna be human.
Human bard. I fucking
Ooh.
love this move.
Let's
from you,
go.
Carl.
Human.
You're the cheerleader / musician, cheerleader
Band,
slash marching band. I'm sure you can say band when it's just one.
A band of one.
Yeah.
Yep.
There is a one-man band. That's
There's
a
one
thing.
man
I can
band.
have
That
one
is
of those
true.
contraptions. It seems like the type of
Yeah.
world. If you got automobiles, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the Mary
Absolutely.
Poppins
Absolutely.
thing.
You
Yeah.
had an infamously bad single. Your homework is
Yeah.
to figure out what it's
Thursday.
called.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be called something ironic, like the best in the land or something. You know, like
Holy
the greatest,
shit.
the greatest there ever was.
yeah, like a song about like empowering, and everyone's like, "Oh, hey, look, check out best in the land over here."
Oh shit.
Or yeah, like I'm amazing or something. One of those like you can do
Yeah.
it songs, and that's the name of it, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
here comes amazing." Everyone,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
something like that. I'll
Figure out
I'll
what
work
it's
on it, and
called
I'll write like
by
a
next
verse
week.
for it or something. Yeah.
So
can
you have
do
these massive
Carl,
debts.
you have to write a song for it, but
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to write the song.
It's easier than coming up with the name.
So true.
My stream crashed, so I'm gonna send
Oh,
people over to
bummer.
Zach.
Oh
Oh, thank
no.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened.
So, you have these massive debts to the record company.
Yep.
Something a bit more sus
Yep,
is
yep.
they're attached to. Who does Numair care about? Or who does Numair hate? Because you don't have like a real strong connection to any other people.
No, well, okay, so I guess I work with Scrappy.
Yeah, you work with Scrappy.
Which
I mean,
is
it seems
just
like
great.
you somewhat like him in that he is not digging
Yeah,
you,
I think
fucking
I-
sledging you for your shit single.
I love his indifference. Yeah, yep. Jeepers.
Do you have a family?
I haven't even
Do
done
you have friends?
Do you have an ex?
An ex?
I think
Are you Do you have a girlfriend? Is she single? Would she like to be?
I have a girlfriend, but she's single.
Oh my god, yeah.
Numair's thing is he's getting cucked.
Oh no.
is that what the
I feel
song's
like
about?
I feel like he's got no friends anymore. 'Cause he's
Right.
just embarrassed.
Oh.
And he used to. I feel like he used to socialize a lot, which is why it's like even more embarrassing. And I think
Yeah.
he's, his best friend is Scrappy, which is to say it's a thing that doesn't, not
Yeah.
actually a person, maybe something like that. I think he likes being liked.
Yeah.
Like that's I think his motivation is like fame and love, but it's just like
because
so
you were
far gone.
scratching at it, and then
Yeah.
you fell out of
And I
favor.
thought everyone loved. Yeah, exactly. And so now I think I want to be liked, but I just don't.
How old is Numair?
I wanted to say like around. I was just thinking like my age-ish, but then I was like, oh, cheerleader, he should be younger and a bit more movable. I want a
Yeah,
40-year-old
because
cheerleader
maybe like
running around.
this all happened.
Yeah.
Like he's still in his prime. Like he still has the
Yeah, I think he's like 28, 30 or something. That kind of just after.
so many people in chat are like, "What? That's still old."
Wow.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, after I feel like it was like he was 20 or 19 when it was just like all going.
Yeah.
And then it's been nearly 10 years. This might be the 10th year where he's starting to. When it hits 10, he's like, man, it's been 10. I've been
It's been
cheerleading.
10 fucking it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
I like that.
I used to be something, man.
Yeah.
10 years in this fucking locker room. I don't even like the sport.
Okay, so
the only other
so
music
it's been 10 years since you've been working here.
Yes, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Wow.
Oh, since the fall of the. Is that too long? That's too long for
That's
a song
not-
to still be popular? For like people
Oh,
mocking
yeah,
you?
true.
Oh, is it like Rick Roll? Are you doing a Rick Roll situation?
Yeah.
It might be a like where it gets popular again and again over time, like
Oh, yeah.
like
yeah.
memes resurface all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe I wrote like a Christmas song or like a holiday
Oh my
song that
God.
comes back
Like a
every time.
Mariah Carey song that
Yeah,
never
yeah.
dies.
And then
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, here it is. It's that time.
every time of year.
It's the
What if
summertime.
it's the theme
James.
song they use for? So I used to watch the Northern Spirit, a soccer team in Sydney, and they'd always play.
All-Star. Sorry.
Yeah. Because they used to play "Spirit in the Sky" at the end of every game.
Fuck.
You know that.
You wrote
It's
this
gonna be All-Star. It's
All-Star?
It's the best. It's gonna be All-Star.
Yeah, that's really because it's like it was. It's like,
It was ubiquitous.
Is it
was
good?
everywhere.
you like it, don't
Yeah.
you? Do you like
It
it?
gets in your brain.
In every game.
But no one's sure if it's a good song or not.
Yeah, you
Oh
like it.
God,
hey.
that's funny. That's really
that's
good.
the good vibe because it's like I wanted that he was famous, but then not like lame or something. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, that's fucking.
Do you take your fame or infamy, I guess, like with grace, or are you like really bitter about it when people come like say to you in public, "Hey, you wrote All-Star," like that was you.
People
Like,
hey, now you're an
Rick
All-Star.
Roll, like Rick Astley. Rick Astley hates that people
Really?
love Rick-rolling people. He hates it.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks. for
He's
him.
like performed it
Right?
here and there again. Maybe it's like
Yeah.
you got to give him like a
Well.
fucking sack of money.
Probably.
I think I'm embarrassed because I think, I don't know, like
All I can think of doing the
Yeah.
halftime show, like that scene in Parks and Rec, to get on your feet. Yeah.
yeah, I think annoyed or like over it, or I don't know. No, because I still want to be liked, but it's like I don't know, because I feel like only friend being Scrappy and kind of spend more time in the locker room than anything is because I'm hiding. So I feel like I'm embarrassed
bless.
or don't like to be seen. Like, oh, it's all mate. It's like, fuck. Here we go.
Mm.
Mm,
So you only come out for the halftime show and that's it.
yeah, or I don't like. I don't know. Maybe something like he wants to be liked for or known for something, cooler than this universe's All-Star.
Yeah, but you get to be in Shrek. Come on.
That's
Real.
true.
That's so true.
That's true. Fuck. Imagine that.
Eventually, you just have to wait until it becomes so to that point that you become in Shrek, and then you're cool. You just
Yeah,
have to
cool,
wait for
yeah.
this universe's Shrek.
Damn, which is just like a normal movie.
Zach,
Yeah.
when on the timeline will Shrek happen in this universe? Please.
We need to know.
We need to know it's vitally important for some
It's
character
relevant.
arcs.
It's important.
You guys, you got to come check out this movie. You'll finally like me. You've been teasing me, but check this out. It's like, yes.
Yeah, too much DMCA. All you gotta do is like some. Everyone knows
Yeah,
the
that's
song.
the spot. It's the only
They don't
song
stop
that you
coming and they
recognize from
don't
that.
stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Fucking that coming from Father Calcium is hilarious.
You're
Just seeing the little
welcome.
voice, just like beep, 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 over there.
Wee, wee, wee.
So Zach, why can't
Oh my
I
God.
choose Warforge or the other thing as a race?
I don't know. Are you bad at things?
I'm in your campaign thing, right?
Yeah. Are you choosing?
I'm in All Stars.
Are you choosing race?
Yeah, I'm on species.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
it has core rules, expanded rules, and 2014 core rules. That's all I can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you,
that's-
at the beginning of your character, allow for extra stuff?
I ticked all the boxes.
Yeah,
The
see, mine was doing that as
homebrew-
well. It was
Did
like,
you find a way to
oh,
fix it?
no.
Yeah, stupid Zach. It's Zach. He
No,
doesn't,
it was-
have the.
It was
Yeah.
almost like the content wasn't available to me for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like I followed the link and it was like, oh, you want to build a new character and go into Zach's campaign? I'm like, I would love to do that. And it's like, get fucked. I'm like, huh? And they're like, there are 2 subclasses of monk in D&D. And I'm like, that's a fucking lie. Don't you gaslight me. And then D&D Beyond told me to eat its entire cock and balls. And then told me I was short.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Ew,
guys.
imagine being short.
Yeah, fix it, Zach. Go to the campaign settings.
No, don't stress about it right now, but
Not stressed
I
about
don't
it.
know.
So stressed about it.
I mean, I could always edit like Sebastian or something to be my new character, so I don't have to rejoin the campaign. I'm never gonna need that character again, right? He's dead.
He is dead.
Truly dead.
But like,
No, keep it there. It's so cool to have this weird. Like every 6 months go look, and I'm like, I still have Lantre from like the first I Speak Giant campaign, like just sitting there.
I still have Dez.
Yeah, it's really
nice.
fun.
It don't get rid of Sebastian.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Like
Atticus, he's on the
Jeremy.
chopping block.
Keep them all. Get rid of the other games you play.
Oh, okay, yeah. Great idea.
Okay,
Wait,
I'll figure.
Please. No, please.
I'll figure something out. I'll figure out what's wrong.
It's all good.
Do you have content sharing enabled, Zach?
Yeah.
I would imagine so, but that sounds like the thing that is probably stopping
That is
something
the
like
thing
that from
yes.
happening.
That's the
How
one.
do I edit campaign? It just says campaign name, description, private notes, public notes. I don't have any way to.
It's all good. We'll figure it out off stream, I suppose.
Figure it out off stream.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do backstory and enemies and all that stuff later on, right?
Yeah, but like you don't have to fill it all out, but do fill out some of that and like tell me about, and then we can figure out details, and I can give you more like plot hooks and character stuff and whatnot off stream and like over the next week. Are we all around to play next week?
Could be.
Yes.
We'll figure it out. I'm here for campaign 0 of Zach's campaign on my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Snail. And thank you everyone for coming and joining in.
Whoa. Zach.
What?
Happy birthday.
We'll get to content ID match. We're too good at.
Oh.
Is it Zach's birthday?
TMCA, it is true.
We thank you. No, genuinely though, thank you everyone for joining in. This is gonna be session 0. We're gonna do this every week. The VODs will be for members only. They will also not be saved on Twitch because Twitch changed how they save VODs, and unfortunately, but it'll come up on my. It'll be released for free on the podcast feed. I Speak Giant that Joel is gonna do so graciously.
Yeah, give me. Don't delete this off of your YouTube thing until I downloaded it or whatever.
Cool. It'll be on Patreon and it'll be on under memberships. Cool. Thank you all for joining. You're all wonderful human beings. I appreciate you all. Thank you to my lovely players. Players, if you could shout yourselves out. Bones, where can the lovely people find you?
All at once, everybody.
Oh boy. I'm Bones. I'm just your average. I'm just a little guy. I'm live on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday from 5 p.m. Australian time. I do a lot of first-person shooters. I yell about gay stuff and trans rights. So if you ever want to come and hang out, you can find me at Lucky Bones pretty much all over the internet.
Hell yeah. Let me do you want your Twitch chat? What's good to link?
Go Twitch. Twitch.tv/LuckyBones.
Okay.
That's a fine one because I don't use X anymore because of obvious reasons.
Wonderful. Yes. Panda, where can the lovely people find you?
PandaTV.au. It'll tell you all about a non-for-profit that I do looking after homeless people with one of the people here. It's 2 people here actually. And then I stream every day on Twitch, literally 7 days a week. I shouldn't.
Many are saying this. PandaTV.au/support broken.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hell yeah.
No, just PandaTV.au. It should pop up.
Okay. Lovely. Carl, aka the Lyrical.
Hi. I'm the Lyrical. Yeah, I stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays is music. Tuesdays video games. Twitch.tv/the_lyrical, or you can just look me up on Spotify or YouTube for my music. Just look for the Lyrical.
The_lyrical. Look at me. I'm copying and pasting in chat. Look at me.
Oh, you good thing.
Got to tune in tomorrow. Yes. So every Monday we will be doing this. Hopefully, we're a little inconsistent. We try and play every Monday. We'll probably play every 2 to 3 times a month.
Yeah, let's
okay.
aim for that. We'll try.
And yeah, I mean, this is the general time. It's not we're not going to be super serious, but we like to play a little and be a little bit silly, and then also sometimes I like to make my players cry.
Specifically Bones.
Specifically Bones. Joel,
I sob all the time.
Where can the lovely people find you?
If you go to Google and type in Zach Speaks. No, type in. I was going to say Zach Speaks Giant Topless. Type in Lontray, Lontray. You'll find my link tree and all my other stuff. And I've got a few things that I want to announce that are really cool that you'll find by my link tree on Blue Sky and Facebook, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to paste your link tree in the chat. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to have one place. Linktree feels like.
Yeah.
Anyone have a better? Is it the best one?
This is, I mean, immaterial to the current conversation. Festivus, Felicia, where can the lovely people find you?
I've posted it in chat, and then that's it. That's the one place, and I'm rarely there. So good luck finding me. Yeah. If you want to actually talk to me, I could tell you my address, but I won't. So...
I'll tell you.
Damn it! The only reason I've been here for the last 3 hours, man.
Oh, well, sucked in.
Okay, and I'm a person as well. It's me, Zachary. You could, obviously, if you're on YouTube, you know where I am. If you're on Twitch, Zach Speaks Giant, I do silly things. Hopefully soon. D&D but real. The next episode's coming out.
Yay!
It's been like too many months, but it's coming out soon. Genuinely appreciated, especially on this is my first time streaming on YouTube in like a year maybe, so it's really cool for everyone to come hang out. And always thank you to the lovely people on Twitch. You're all sweeties. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna try and raid. Let's see if what I can remember to do. I'm gonna raid into. Are you streaming, Panda?
No, I'm a stream crashed. I hosted you.
Oh, okay. Right. That's how that works, huh? Twitch, who's live right now? Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end my stream.
Yeah, nice.
It's like that sometimes.
So
that's a good way to do it.
Double salute. Thank you all for joining. We'll catch you hopefully next week, if not the week after. Goodbye forever. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.